Choosing the right dog after retirement is one of the most important decisions any animal ever can make. For many seniors, a dog is much more than a pet. It becomes a loyal companion, a reason to stay active, a trusted friend during quiet evenings, and often a source of comfort after children have grown up or after losing a spouse. Studies have repeatedly shown that owning a dog can help reduce feelings of loneliness, encourage regular exercise, lower stress levels, and even improve overall emotional well-being. But not every large dog is the right match for older owners. Many people automatically assume that small dogs are always the best choice for seniors. While small breeds certainly have their advantages, large dogs can offer something completely different. They often have calmer personalities, greater confidence, and an incredible ability to form deep emotional bonds with their families. Many larger breeds are surprisingly gentle, patient, and affectionate. However, size brings challenges as well. A dog weighing over 70 or 80 pounds requires careful consideration. Strength, exercise needs, grooming, health expenses, and overall energy level all become much more important than they might be with a smaller companion. This ranking focuses on large dog breeds that can realistically fit into a senior's lifestyle. Some breeds near the beginning of our countdown are wonderful dogs, but they demand more physical activity, training, or experience than many retirees may want. As we continue counting down, the breeds become increasingly suitable for older owners, eventually reaching those that combine calm personalities, manageable exercise requirements, strong loyalty, and affectionate companionship. Remember that every individual dog has its own personality. Rescue dogs, adult dogs, and seniors themselves all come with unique lifestyles. A breed can increase the chances of a successful match, but responsible training, regular veterinary care, and proper socialization always matter more than genetics alone. Number 30. Belgian Malinois. At first glance, the Belgian Malinois seems like the perfect dog. Elegant, athletic, exceptionally intelligent. Its reputation has grown tremendously over the last decade, thanks to military units, police departments, and search and rescue organizations around the world. Videos of Belgian Malinois climbing walls, locating missing people, detecting explosives, and working alongside elite special forces have made this breed famous. Unfortunately, these same qualities are exactly why it ranks near the bottom for most seniors. The Belgian Malinois wasn't created to relax on the porch all afternoon. This is one of the hardest working dog breeds ever developed. Originally bred in Belgium as a herding dog, the Malinois spent countless hours moving livestock across farms. Over generations, breeders selected dogs that never seemed to run out of energy. Instead of slowing down after a few hours of work, these dogs often looked ready for another full day. That incredible stamina remains today. A healthy adult Belgian Malinois often needs 2 or more hours of meaningful activity every single day. Notice the word meaningful. Simply letting the dog into the backyard rarely satisfies its needs. These dogs crave mental challenges just as much as physical exercise. Obedience drills, scent games, agility courses, advanced trick training, puzzle toys, and structured walks all help keep their minds occupied. Without enough stimulation, boredom arrives quickly, and a bored Belgian Malinois can become surprisingly creative. Some begin chewing furniture. Others dig enormous holes across the yard. Some invent games involving shoes, television remotes, garden hoses, or anything else they can carry away. This isn't because they're bad dogs. They're simply doing exactly what generations of selective breeding prepared them to do: work. Training is another major consideration. Many people hear that Belgian Malinois are among the smartest breeds in the world and assume they'll be easy pets. In reality, intelligence doesn't automatically equal simplicity. Highly intelligent dogs learn both good habits and bad habits with remarkable speed. If an owner accidentally rewards jumping, barking, pulling on the leash, or chasing wildlife, the dog quickly realizes those behaviors produce results. Consistency becomes essential. Many experienced trainers describe the Belgian Malinois as a dog that constantly watches its owner, waiting for direction. For retirees who enjoy advanced dog training as a daily hobby, that can be wonderful. For seniors hoping for a relaxed companion that is content with leisurely neighborhood walks, it can become exhausting. Their protective instincts also deserve attention. Belgian Malinois naturally develop strong attachments to their families. Properly socialized individuals are usually confident rather than aggressive, but they remain highly alert. Unexpected visitors, delivery drivers, strangers approaching the house, or unusual noises often trigger immediate investigation. Again, this isn't a flaw. It's part of the breed's heritage. Health is generally one of the breed's strengths. Compared to many giant breeds, Belgian Malinois usually enjoy relatively long lifespans, often reaching 12 to 14 years. They can still develop hip dysplasia, elbow problems, progressive retinal atrophy, epilepsy, and certain inherited eye conditions, but responsible breeding programs have improved overall health considerably. Their short coat makes grooming fairly simple. Weekly brushing usually removes loose hair, although seasonal shedding can become surprisingly heavy. Baths are only occasionally necessary, unless the dog becomes particularly dirty. Financially, food costs remain moderate for a dog of this size, but professional training classes, enrichment toys, veterinary care, and high-quality nutrition should all be included in the long-term budget. One important point often overlooked is emotional intensity. Belgian Malinois form incredibly deep bonds with their owners. Many follow their favorite person from room to room throughout the day, always wanting to participate in whatever happens next. While this loyalty is beautiful, it also means many Malinois struggle when left alone for long periods. Separation anxiety can become a real issue if daily routines suddenly change. Could a senior successfully own a Belgian Malinois? Absolutely. There are retirees who compete in obedience sports, enjoy hiking every morning, volunteer in search and rescue organizations, or simply love spending hours every day training their dogs. For those active individuals, the Malinois can become an extraordinary partner. Number 29. Cane Corso. Few dogs command attention quite like the Cane Corso. Powerful muscles ripple beneath its short coat. Its broad head, confident posture, and calm expression create an unmistakable impression of strength. Throughout history, these magnificent Italian dogs guarded farms, protected livestock, hunted dangerous game, and defended families. Even today, the Cane Corso carries centuries of guardian instincts. That heritage makes it both impressive and challenging. Unlike naturally social breeds that welcome almost everyone, the Cane Corso tends to evaluate unfamiliar people carefully. A well-bred, well-socialized Corso usually remains calm rather than aggressive, but confidence and leadership from the owner are essential. For seniors with decades of dog experience and excellent physical mobility, this breed may be manageable. For first-time owners, however, the Cane Corso can quickly become overwhelming. An adult male may weigh well over 100 pounds. Imagine that amount of strength if the dog suddenly spots a squirrel, another dog, or an unexpected distraction during a walk. Even friendly enthusiasm from a dog this powerful can accidentally knock someone off balance. Training must begin early and continue throughout the dog's life. Basic obedience isn't optional. Reliable leash manners, recall, impulse control, and socialization are absolutely necessary. Fortunately, Cane Corsos are intelligent and eager to learn. The challenge isn't their ability. It's their confidence. These dogs naturally think for themselves. Owners often describe them as calm observers. Rather than reacting immediately, the Cane Corso frequently studies situations before deciding how to respond. That quiet intelligence is fascinating, but it also requires an owner capable of providing clear, consistent guidance. Exercise needs fall somewhere between moderate and high. They don't require endless running like some working breeds, but they certainly need daily walks, structured activities, and opportunities to stretch both body and mind. Without enough exercise, excess energy can appear in undesirable ways. Health deserves careful consideration because giant muscular breeds often face orthopedic challenges. Hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia remain important concerns. Some individuals develop heart disease, particularly dilated cardiomyopathy. Bloat, also known as gastric torsion, represents another potentially life-threatening emergency affecting many deep-chested breeds. Owners should learn the warning signs and discuss preventative strategies with their veterinarian. The short coat requires minimal grooming. Weekly brushing usually keeps shedding under control. Nail trimming, dental care, and ear cleaning remain important parts of routine maintenance. Food costs can surprise first-time giant breed owners. A healthy Cane Corso eats significantly more than medium-sized breeds. Combined with larger medication dosages, larger orthopedic beds, stronger leashes, and larger crates, ownership expenses increase accordingly. Emotionally, the Cane Corso often becomes deeply devoted to its immediate family. Many owners describe them as gentle giants inside the home. Around children they know and trust, they frequently display remarkable patience. Yet their protective nature means introductions to strangers should always be managed thoughtfully. For retirees seeking an experienced guardian and who have previously owned large working breeds, the Cane Corso may be rewarded. Number 28. Akita. Some dogs instantly seek attention from everyone they meet. The Akita is not one of them. Elegant, dignified, and quietly confident, the Akita often behaves more like an independent guardian than a constantly affectionate companion. This ancient Japanese breed has a fascinating history dating back hundreds of years. Originally developed for hunting formidable animals such as wild boar and even bears, Akitas needed tremendous courage, intelligence, and physical power. Those qualities remain deeply embedded in today's dogs. Unlike many sporting breeds that constantly look to humans for direction, Akitas often evaluate situations independently. They tend to think before acting. Many experienced owners affectionately describe them as almost cat-like in personality. They enjoy affection on their own terms and frequently prefer spending quiet time observing the world rather than constantly seeking interaction. For some seniors, this calm confidence can be incredibly appealing. Akitas are usually not hyperactive. Inside the home, mature adults often settle peacefully for long periods, happily watching family life unfold around them. However, their independence creates unique training challenges. They are certainly intelligent enough to learn obedience. The question is often whether they believe following the command is worthwhile at that particular moment. This isn't stubbornness in the traditional sense. It's centuries of selective breeding for independent decision-making. Because of that independent nature, consistency becomes extremely important during training. Akitas respect calm, confident leadership far more than harsh corrections or constant repetition. They usually respond best to owners who remain patient, fair, and predictable. Once an Akita understands the household rules, it often follows them faithfully. But convincing the dog in the first place can require time. One of the breed's defining characteristics is loyalty. Few dogs become as devoted to their family as a well-socialized Akita. Many owners say their Akita quietly follows them from room to room without demanding attention. Rather than constantly asking to play, the dog simply enjoys being nearby, keeping watch over the people it loves. This quiet companionship is one of the reasons the breed has remained so admired throughout history. Perhaps no story illustrates this loyalty better than Hachiko, the famous Akita that waited every day at a train station in Japan for his owner, even after the owner had passed away. The story became a worldwide symbol of unwavering devotion and continues to inspire dog lovers today. However, loyalty often comes with strong protective instincts. Akitas naturally tend to be reserved around strangers. Unlike breeds that happily greet every visitor with a wagging tail, many Akitas prefer to observe new people from a distance until they decide there is no threat. Proper socialization during puppyhood is absolutely essential. A well-socialized Akita is usually calm, stable, and confident. A poorly socialized one can become overly suspicious or difficult to manage. Another consideration for seniors is the breed's relationship with other animals. Many Akitas prefer being the only dog in the household. Some live peacefully with other pets when raised together from puppyhood, but same-gender aggression and a strong prey drive are both well documented within the breed. Owners who regularly visit busy dog parks may find the Akita less suitable than more naturally sociable breeds. Exercise needs are moderate. Contrary to what many people assume, Akitas do not require endless hours of running every day. Most healthy adults are satisfied with 1 or 2 substantial walks, along with opportunities to explore new environments and spend time with their owners. Mental stimulation remains important. Puzzle toys, obedience practice, scent games, and learning new commands help prevent boredom while strengthening the bond between owner and dog. The Akita's luxurious double coat deserves special mention. Its thick fur provides excellent insulation during cold weather, making winter one of the breed's favorite seasons. Snow often brings out the playful side of an Akita, and many seem perfectly comfortable lying outside while colder temperatures send their owners back indoors. That beautiful coat, however, comes at a price. Most of the year, brushing once or twice a week is enough to remove loose hair and keep the coat healthy. Twice each year, though, Akitas experience what owners often call blowing their coat. During these heavy shedding seasons, enormous amounts of undercoat come loose over several weeks. Daily brushing becomes almost unavoidable. Without regular grooming, loose fur quickly spreads throughout the home, covering furniture, carpets, and clothing. Potential owners who value spotless floors should be prepared for this reality. Fortunately, Akitas rarely require frequent bathing because their coats naturally repel much of the dirt they encounter outdoors. Health is generally respectable for such a large breed, although several inherited conditions deserve attention. Hip dysplasia remains one of the most common orthopedic concerns. Progressive retinopathy can gradually affect vision. Some Akitas also develop autoimmune disorders that require lifelong management. Hypothyroidism appears more frequently than in many other breeds and can contribute to weight gain, skin problems, and reduced energy if left untreated. Responsible breeders perform health testing to reduce the likelihood of passing these conditions to future generations. Owners should also understand the risk of bloat, a serious emergency affecting many deep-chested dogs. feeding several smaller meals instead of one very large meal, avoiding vigorous exercise immediately before and after eating, and recognizing the early warning signs may improve the chances of successful treatment should this condition ever occur. Financially, Akitas represent a significant commitment. Their large size means higher food bills than most medium-sized breeds. Veterinary expenses, medications, orthopedic beds, grooming equipment, and premium nutrition all add to the long-term cost of ownership. Still, many owners happily accept these expenses because of the extraordinary bond the breed forms with its family. For active retirees who have previous experience with independent guardian breeds and enjoy structured training, an Akita can become a loyal, lifelong companion. For first-time dog owners or seniors seeking an outgoing, highly social, and easily managed companion, several breeds later in this ranking may prove to be a far more comfortable fit.
Number 27. Siberian Husky. Few dogs capture people's imagination quite like the Siberian Husky. With striking blue eyes, wolf-like features, and a thick, luxurious coat, Huskies consistently rank among the most recognizable dogs in the world. They seem almost magical, as if they stepped directly out of the frozen wilderness. But appearances can be deceiving. Behind that breathtaking beauty lies one of the most energetic, independent, and mischievous personalities in the canine world. For this reason, the Siberian Husky ranks relatively low on our list for seniors. The breed's story begins thousands of years ago with the Chukchi people of northeastern Siberia. These nomadic communities depended on sled dogs to transport supplies across vast frozen landscapes where temperatures routinely dropped far below freezing. Dogs that tired easily simply could not survive. Generation after generation, breeders selected only the strongest, fastest, healthiest, and most enduring working dogs. The result was the modern Siberian Husky. Even today, that incredible endurance remains. A healthy husky often seems to possess endless energy. Many owners joke that while they become exhausted after a long hike, their husky returns home looking ready for another adventure. This remarkable stamina creates one of the breed's biggest challenges for retirees. Daily walks around the neighborhood usually aren't enough. Most huskies thrive when they receive vigorous exercise every single day. Running, hiking, pulling carts, bike joring, canicross, long-distance walks, and advanced canine sports all help satisfy their natural instincts. Without sufficient activity, boredom appears quickly. A bored husky rarely stays bored for long. Instead, it invents its own entertainment. Owners frequently discover holes throughout the backyard, furniture with missing corners, shredded cushions, stolen socks, opened cabinets, and surprisingly creative escape attempts. Speaking of escaping, if there were an Olympic competition for escaping fenced yards, the Siberian Husky would almost certainly earn a medal. These dogs climb, they jump, they dig. Some even learn how to open gates. Many experienced husky owners install reinforced fencing several feet underground because their dogs happily tunnel beneath ordinary fences. Others discover their huskies balancing on top of fences that seemed impossible to climb. This remarkable determination isn't disobedience, it's exploration. The breed evolved to travel enormous distances every day, so remaining confined inside a small yard rarely satisfies its instincts. Another surprise for many first-time owners is the husky's personality. Despite their wolf-like appearance, huskies are usually among the friendliest large breeds. Most greet strangers with enthusiasm rather than suspicion. Many make terrible guard dogs because they assume every visitor has arrived simply to become their newest friend. This outgoing temperament makes them enjoyable companions, but less suitable for owners specifically seeking a protective dog. Training presents another unique challenge. Siberian Huskies are highly intelligent. Unfortunately, intelligence doesn't necessarily mean obedience. Unlike breeds developed to constantly follow human instructions, Huskies were bred to think independently while pulling sleds across dangerous terrain. If thin ice appeared beneath the sled, a dog needed enough confidence to ignore commands and choose a safer route. That independent thinking still exists today. A husky often understands exactly what its owner wants. It simply pauses for a moment to decide whether cooperating sounds like a good idea. Patient, reward-based training usually produces the best results. Harsh discipline rarely succeeds and can damage trust between dog and owner. One area where huskies consistently excel is family life. Most are exceptionally affectionate with the people they know. They generally enjoy children, appreciate human companionship, and love participating in family activities. Many owners describe them as comedians disguised as dogs. Whether they're making unusual vocal sounds, dramatically expressing their opinions, or inventing playful games, Huskies have an incredible ability to make people laugh. Unlike many breeds that bark frequently, Huskies often communicate through an extraordinary variety of howls, talking, chirps, whines, and expressive vocalizations. Some conversations between husky and owner can sound almost human. For seniors living in apartments or close neighborhoods, however, these dramatic vocal performances may occasionally test the patience of nearby neighbors. The thick double coat is another important consideration. Although the coat protects remarkably well against cold weather, it also sheds heavily. During seasonal coat changes, loose fur seems to appear everywhere. Owners joke that they could build an entirely new husky from the amount of hair removed during brushing sessions. Regular grooming becomes an unavoidable part of life with this breed. Fortunately, Huskies naturally keep themselves surprisingly clean. Their coats repel dirt effectively, and many require relatively few baths throughout the year. Health is generally one of the breed's strengths. Compared with many other large dogs, Siberian Huskies often enjoy long lives, frequently reaching 12 to 14 years of age. Nevertheless, owners should remain aware of inherited eye disorders such as cataracts and progressive retinal atrophy, along with hip dysplasia, although orthopedic issues occur less frequently than in many other large breeds. Perhaps the biggest question every senior should ask is this: can I comfortably match this dog's energy every day for the next decade? If the answer is yes, if retirement includes hiking, camping, running, or outdoor adventures, a Siberian Husky may become an unforgettable companion. If the answer is no, don't worry. As our countdown continues, we'll meet many large breeds that offer all the companionship, loyalty, and affection of a husky while requiring far less daily exercise and management.
Number 26. German Shepherd. The German Shepherd was originally developed in Germany during the late 19th century by Captain Max von Stephanitz, who envisioned a dog that could excel in almost any working role imaginable. He believed intelligence, character, and usefulness mattered far more than appearance. His breeding program created a dog capable of learning quickly, solving problems independently, and working tirelessly for hours. Modern German Shepherds still carry those traits. Many owners are amazed at how quickly these dogs understand routines. Some puppies learn household rules after only a few repetitions. Adult dogs often recognize dozens of spoken words without formal training. Many even anticipate daily schedules. Some seem to know exactly when it's time for breakfast, a walk, or when their favorite person is about to return home from running errands. This exceptional intelligence makes training both rewarding and necessary. German Shepherds enjoy learning. They thrive when given jobs. Even simple activities like carrying a backpack during walks, retrieving toys, practicing obedience, or learning advanced tricks provide valuable mental stimulation. Without enough to occupy their minds, boredom often appears long before physical exhaustion. A bored German Shepherd may begin barking excessively, chewing furniture, pacing through the house, digging in the yard, or inventing its own activities. Again, these behaviors are not signs of a bad dog. They simply indicate that one of the world's greatest working breeds has too little work to do. For many retirees, daily exercise becomes the deciding factor. German Shepherds generally need much more than slow neighborhood strolls. Most healthy adults benefit from 60 to 90 minutes of activity each day. This may include brisk walks, hiking, obedience sessions, games of fetch, scent work, or structured play. Owners who enjoy spending time outdoors find this schedule enjoyable. Those hoping for a dog content with occasional short walks may struggle. Another important consideration is size and strength. Adult males commonly weigh between 70 and 90 pounds, although some individuals become considerably larger. Unlike some giant breeds that move slowly, German Shepherds combine impressive muscle with exceptional athletic ability. If an excited dog suddenly lunges towards a squirrel or another dog, even experienced owners may need considerable strength to maintain control. Leash manners therefore become a priority from puppyhood. Fortunately, few breeds respond to positive training as enthusiastically as the German Shepherd. One of the breed's greatest strengths is its deep emotional bond with family members. German Shepherds rarely divide their affection equally among everyone. Instead, many develop one especially close relationship while remaining loyal to the entire household. Owners often describe them as shadows. If you move from the living room to the kitchen, the dog quietly follows. If you work in the garden, the dog settles nearby while watching your every movement. If you relax in a chair during the evening, chances are your German Shepherd will choose a comfortable spot close enough to keep an eye on you. This constant companionship provides tremendous emotional comfort for many seniors living alone. Unlike independent breeds that frequently entertain themselves, German Shepherds genuinely enjoy participating in everyday family life. They like having a purpose. Even quietly accompanying their owner through ordinary routines satisfies that desire to remain involved. Protective instincts are another hallmark of the breed. A properly socialized German Shepherd usually remains calm and confident around visitors. Rather than reacting aggressively, most simply position themselves where they can observe. Should a genuine threat arise, however, their courage becomes immediately apparent. This natural protectiveness gives many retirees an increased sense of security, particularly those living alone. At the same time, early socialization is essential. A German Shepherd should regularly meet friendly strangers, experience different environments, hear unfamiliar sounds, and encounter other well-behaved dogs throughout puppyhood. These experiences help produce the stable temperament that has made the breed famous worldwide. The coat is relatively easy to maintain, although shedding deserves special attention. German Shepherd owners joke that their dogs shed every day of the year, and then shed even more during spring and autumn. While the joke is exaggerated, there is certainly some truth behind it. Loose hair quickly accumulates on floors, furniture, clothing, and even inside vehicles. Weekly grooming helps throughout most of the year. During heavy seasonal shedding, daily grooming becomes much more effective. Fortunately, bathing requirements remain fairly modest. Most healthy German Shepherds naturally maintain clean coats unless they spend significant time in mud or water. Nutrition plays an important role in maintaining healthy joints, muscles, and coat condition. Large breed formulas designed for active dogs often provide appropriate levels of protein and carefully balanced minerals. Maintaining a healthy body weight is especially important because excess weight places additional strain on already vulnerable joints. Unfortunately, joint health remains one of the breed's greatest concerns. Hip dysplasia has affected German Shepherds for decades. Elbow dysplasia also appears relatively frequently. As dogs age, arthritis may gradually reduce mobility. Some bloodlines have become more prone to degenerative myopathy, a progressive neurological disease affecting the spinal cord. Digestive sensitivity can also occur in certain individuals. Fortunately, responsible breeders increasingly perform genetic health testing and orthopedic evaluations before breeding their dogs. Prospective owners should always ask breeders about these examinations. Adopting an adult rescue can also be an excellent choice, particularly for retirees. An adult German Shepherd often arrives with an established personality. Shelter staff or foster families may already know whether the dog enjoys children, other pets, visitors, car rides, or quiet evenings at home. This information can make matching the right dog to the right owner much easier. Financially, the German Shepherd requires a larger budget than many people initially expect. Food expenses remain significant because of the breed's size and activity level. Veterinary care, flea and tick prevention, high-quality beds designed to support aging joints, grooming supplies, and occasional professional training all contribute to the overall cost of ownership. Still, many owners consider every dollar worthwhile. Few breeds combine intelligence, loyalty, versatility, and emotional sensitivity quite like the German Shepherd. Many seem capable of sensing changes in their owner's mood. Some quietly stay close during difficult days without being asked. Others enthusiastically encourage outdoor activity precisely when exercise becomes most beneficial. This emotional awareness has made the breed beloved by millions around the world. Could a German Shepherd be the perfect dog for some seniors? Without question. Retirees who remain physically active, enjoy training, appreciate structured routines, and have previous experience handling large dogs often thrive with this breed.
Number 25. Weimaraner. The Weimaraner is one of those breeds that immediately captures people's attention. Its sleek silver-gray coat, elegant athletic build, amber or blue-gray eyes, and graceful movement give it an almost regal appearance. Many people consider it one of the most beautiful large dogs in the world. But beauty alone doesn't make a dog the right companion for retirement. In fact, beneath that calm and sophisticated appearance is an energetic hunting dog that was originally bred to spend long days outdoors alongside skilled hunters. For this reason, the Weimaraner ranks in the lower half of our list. It can be an amazing companion for the right senior, but it is certainly not the easiest large breed to own. The breed originated in Germany during the early 19th century. German nobles wanted a versatile hunting dog capable of tracking large game such as deer, wild boar, and even bears. Later, the breed became highly valued for hunting birds and smaller game because of its remarkable nose, speed, endurance, and intelligence. Unlike many companion breeds that were primarily developed for family life, the Weimaraner was created with one purpose in mind: working alongside people for hours at a time. Those instincts remain incredibly strong today. Many first-time owners underestimate just how much exercise this breed truly needs. A short morning walk around the neighborhood simply isn't enough. Most healthy adult Weimaraners thrive with at least 1 to 2 hours of meaningful physical activity every day. Long walks, hiking, jogging, swimming, scent work, retrieving games, obedience training, and exploring new places all help satisfy both their bodies and minds. Without enough activity, problems often begin to appear. A bored Weimaraner doesn't simply become lazy. Instead, it looks for something to do. That might mean digging large holes in the backyard, chewing furniture, stealing shoes, opening kitchen cabinets, or creating surprisingly creative mischief while its owner is away. Owners often joke that a tired Weimaraner is a wonderful dog. An under-exercised Weimaraner is an inventor. This is one reason why the breed isn't ideal for many retirees who prefer a slower daily routine. However, seniors who enjoy long morning walks, hiking trails, camping trips, or spending several hours outdoors every day often discover that the Weimaraner becomes an outstanding adventure partner. One of the breed's most remarkable qualities is its devotion. Few dogs become as attached to their families. The nickname Velcro dog has followed the Weimaraner for decades because many individuals insist on staying close to their owners almost constantly. If you move into another room, the dog quietly follows. If you work in the garden, it settles nearby. If you sit in your favorite chair to watch television, chances are your Weimaraner will be lying only a few feet away. Many owners absolutely love this constant companionship. For seniors living alone, it can provide tremendous emotional comfort. At the same time, such strong attachment sometimes creates challenges. Weimaraners generally dislike being left alone for long periods. If separation anxiety develops, barking, destructive chewing, scratching at doors, or attempts to escape can become serious concerns. Retirees who spend most of their time at home often fit this breed's emotional needs much better than people working full-time jobs. Training is another area where the Weimaraner shines. These dogs are highly intelligent and usually learn commands quickly. They enjoy having jobs to do and often excel in obedience competitions, scent detection, agility, rally, and advanced trick training. Yet, intelligence doesn't mean they are always easy. Weimaraners mature slowly compared to many other breeds. Even large adult dogs sometimes behave with the enthusiasm of oversized puppies well into their second or even third year of life. Owners need patience, consistency, and a good sense of humor during this energetic stage of life. Fortunately, positive reinforcement works exceptionally well. Praise, treats, toys, and enthusiastic encouragement usually produce excellent results. Harsh corrections, on the other hand, often damage trust and reduce the dog's willingness to cooperate. Another trait prospect owners should understand is prey drive. Remember, this is still a hunting breed. Many Weimaraners instinctively chase squirrels, rabbits, birds, and other fast-moving animals. Reliable recall training is essential before allowing the dog off leash in safe areas. The breed's athletic ability is truly impressive. A healthy Weimaraner can run incredibly fast and jump surprisingly high. Fences that contain many other breeds may not stop a determined Weimaraner that spots wildlife on the other side. Health is generally good, but there are several conditions owners should monitor throughout the dog's life. Like many deep-chested breeds, the Weimaraner faces a risk of gastric dilation volvulus, commonly called bloat. This life-threatening condition develops rapidly and requires immediate veterinary treatment. Learning the warning signs could literally save a dog's life. Hip dysplasia also occurs within the breed, although responsible breeders continue working to reduce its frequency. Some individuals experience thyroid disorders, eye diseases, or inherited immune system conditions. Routine veterinary examinations become increasingly important as the dog ages. One pleasant surprise for many owners is grooming. Unlike many large breeds with thick double coats, the Weimaraner's short coat is extremely easy to maintain. A quick brushing once or twice a week usually removes loose hair while keeping the coat shiny and healthy. Baths are needed only occasionally because the coat naturally stays quite clean. This low-maintenance grooming routine appeals to many retirees who would rather spend time enjoying their dog than constantly brushing it. The breed also adapts surprisingly well to different climates.
although its short coat provides much less insulation than heavily coated northern breeds. During cold winters, many Weimaraners appreciate wearing a dog jacket during long walks. Financially, ownership costs remain moderate compared with giant breeds. Food consumption is significant because of the dog's size and activity level, but grooming expenses stay relatively low. Veterinary costs are comparable to many other athletic large breeds. One fascinating aspect of the Weimaraner's personality is its emotional sensitivity. These dogs often notice changes in their owner's mood long before anyone else does. Many quietly provide comfort during difficult days, gently resting their head on a person's lap or simply remaining close without demanding attention. This remarkable emotional awareness helps explain why so many owners describe their Weimaraner as not just a pet, but a true member of the family. Could the Weimaraner be an excellent companion for retirement? Absolutely, but only for the right lifestyle. Active retirees who enjoy spending hours outdoors, love training intelligent dogs, and appreciate constant companionship may find this breed almost perfect. On the other hand, seniors hoping for a relaxed dog that is content with short walks and long naps may quickly discover that the Weimaraner's endless enthusiasm becomes more exhausting than enjoyable.
Number 24. Rhodesian Ridgeback. The Rhodesian Ridgeback is one of the most distinctive large dogs in the world. Even people who know very little about dog breeds often recognize the unique strip of hair running along its back. Unlike the rest of the coat, this narrow ridge grows in the opposite direction, creating the feature that gave the breed its famous name. Strong, athletic, intelligent, and remarkably dignified, the Rhodesian Ridgeback has earned the respect of dog enthusiasts around the globe. But despite its calm appearance, this is not a breed for everyone. For most retirees, the Ridgeback requires more experience and confidence than many of the breeds that will appear later in our countdown. The breed's history begins in southern Africa. European settlers crossed their hunting dogs with native African dogs that possessed the famous ridge. The goal was to create a versatile hunting companion capable of surviving harsh climates, traveling long distances, and helping hunters track dangerous game. Perhaps the most famous part of the breed's history involves lions. Contrary to popular belief, Rhodesian Ridgebacks were not expected to kill lions. Instead, they worked in coordinated groups to locate the animal, keep it occupied through speed, intelligence, and agility, and allow hunters to approach safely. That job demanded tremendous courage. A dog that panicked could not survive. A dog that attacked recklessly also would not survive. Instead, breeders selected animals with remarkable confidence, excellent judgment, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. Those same qualities still define the breed today. One of the first things new owners notice is how composed a mature Ridgeback can be inside the home. Unlike some energetic sporting breeds that constantly pace through the house, a well-exercised Ridgeback often spends much of the day quietly observing its surroundings. Many happily stretch out on a comfortable rug or sofa, occasionally lifting their head simply to check where their favorite person has gone. This relaxed indoor personality surprises many people who expect an athletic hunting breed to be constantly active. However, don't mistake calmness for laziness. Outside, the Rhodesian Ridgeback quickly transforms. Its athletic ability becomes immediately obvious. Long legs, powerful muscles, and incredible endurance allow it to cover impressive distances with ease. Healthy adults still require substantial daily exercise. Most benefit from at least an hour of brisk walking, along with opportunities to safely run, hike, or explore secure open spaces. Retirees who enjoy active mornings often appreciate having a companion eager to join every adventure. Those hoping for a dog satisfied with a slow stroll around the block may find the Ridgeback asking for considerably more. Training presents an interesting balance. The Rhodesian Ridgeback is unquestionably intelligent. Yet, unlike breeds that constantly seek human approval, Ridgebacks often prefer making their own decisions. Many experienced owners describe them as thoughtful rather than obedient. If a command makes sense and training has been consistent, they usually cooperate willingly. If they believe something deserves further consideration, they may pause for a moment before responding. This independent thinking can frustrate first-time owners. Patience, positive reinforcement, and consistency are essential. Fortunately, Ridgebacks rarely respond well to harsh discipline. Firm but gentle leadership almost always produces long-term results. Socialization should begin early. A properly socialized Ridgeback is usually calm, polite, and reserved around strangers. Unlike overly excitable breeds that greet everyone enthusiastically, many Ridgebacks simply observe unfamiliar people until they feel comfortable. This natural reserve should never be confused with aggression. Well-bred individuals are generally stable and confident. One of the breed's greatest strengths is its relationship with family. Rhodesian Ridgebacks form deep emotional bonds with the people they love. Many become surprisingly affectionate at home. Owners often laugh at the contradiction between the dog's powerful appearance and its desire to curl up as close to their family as possible. Despite weighing 80 or 90 pounds, many Ridgebacks remain convinced they are lapdogs. For seniors living alone, this quiet loyalty can provide tremendous companionship. Rather than constantly demanding attention, the Ridgeback often seems content simply sharing the same room. Children also frequently enjoy positive relationships with well-socialized Ridgebacks. The breed is generally patient and protective with family members, although interactions with young children should always be supervised regardless of breed. One characteristic every prospect owner should understand is prey drive. Remember, this breed descends from hunting dogs. Small animals moving quickly may naturally trigger chasing instincts. Reliable leash manners become extremely important, especially during walks in parks where squirrels, rabbits, or neighborhood cats frequently appear. Secure fencing is equally important. Although Ridgebacks rarely escape simply to wander, they possess impressive athletic ability and can cover considerable ground if something catches their interest. Fortunately, grooming is wonderfully simple. The short, sleek coat requires very little maintenance. A quick brushing once each week usually removes loose hair while helping distribute natural skin oils. Bathing is needed only occasionally. Many owners consider the Ridgeback one of the easiest large breeds to maintain from a grooming perspective. Health is generally quite good compared with many other dogs of similar size. Most healthy Ridgebacks enjoy life expectancies of 10 to 12 years. Hip dysplasia remains one orthopedic concern, although careful breeding has helped reduce its frequency. Some puppies are born with a congenital condition known as dermoid sinus, a defect affecting the skin and underlying tissues. Responsible breeders routinely examine puppies for this condition before placing them in new homes. Like many deep-chested breeds, Ridgebacks also face the risk of gastric dilation volvulus, commonly called bloat. Every owner should recognize the symptoms because immediate veterinary treatment is critical. Maintaining a healthy body weight throughout life greatly benefits this athletic breed. Extra pounds place unnecessary strain on joints while reducing overall mobility in later years. Financially, Rhodesian Ridgebacks fall into the moderate to high ownership category. Their size naturally increases food expenses compared with medium breeds, but their minimal grooming needs help offset some of those costs. Routine veterinary care, premium nutrition, quality orthopedic bedding, and regular preventative health care should all be included when planning the long-term budget. Perhaps the Ridgeback's most remarkable quality is its quiet confidence. This is not a dog that constantly seeks to impress anyone. It doesn't bark without reason. It doesn't usually react dramatically to every unfamiliar sound. Instead, it calmly assesses situations before deciding whether action is necessary. Many experienced owners admire this mature, thoughtful temperament. For seniors who appreciate peaceful companionship and already have experience with independent large breeds, the Rhodesian Ridgeback can become an extraordinary lifelong partner.
Number 23. Giant Schnauzer. Its distinctive beard, expressive eyebrows, square build, and confident posture give it an unmistakable appearance. Many people admire the breed for its intelligence, elegance, and commanding presence. Despite its familiar face, the Giant Schnauzer is not simply an oversized family pet. It is a true working dog with enormous physical and mental energy. For that reason, it ranks near the middle of the lower half of our countdown, rather than among the very best choices for most retirees. The Giant Schnauzer originated in southern Germany several centuries ago. Farmers needed a versatile dog capable of driving cattle to market, guarding farms, protecting livestock, and helping with countless daily tasks. Unlike specialized breeds created for only one purpose, the Giant Schnauzer became a canine jack of all trades. Over time, its remarkable intelligence and dependable temperament attracted the attention of police departments and military organizations. Today, Giant Schnauzers continue to serve in working roles around the world. That impressive resume tells you something very important. This is a dog that enjoys having a job. Many owners make the mistake of believing that a large yard automatically provides enough exercise. For a Giant Schnauzer, that's rarely true. Running around a backyard may burn some energy, but it doesn't challenge the dog's extraordinary mind. This breed was designed to solve problems, make decisions, and work closely alongside humans. Without meaningful activities, boredom quickly appears.
A bored giant schnauzer often finds ways to entertain itself. That entertainment might involve digging impressive holes in the garden, carrying flower pots across the yard, chewing expensive furniture, or barking at every passing squirrel simply because nothing more interesting is happening. Fortunately, preventing these behaviors is usually straightforward. Daily walks, obedience practice, puzzle toys, scent games, retrieving exercises, and regular interaction with family members keep most giant schnauzers mentally satisfied. Many retirees who enjoy spending several hours each day with their dog find these activities deeply rewarding. Those looking for a dog that requires very little attention may become overwhelmed. Exercise requirements remain fairly high throughout adulthood. Most healthy giant schnauzers appreciate at least 90 minutes of activity every day. Long walks, hiking trails, swimming, advanced obedience classes, and even dog sports such as agility or rally provide excellent outlets for their natural energy. As they mature into their senior years, their activity level gradually decreases, but they generally remain surprisingly energetic compared to many other large breeds. One of the breed's greatest strengths is intelligence. Giant schnauzers consistently rank among the smartest working dogs. Many learn new commands after only a few repetitions. Experienced trainers often praise their exceptional memory. Once they understand a lesson, they rarely forget it. However, intelligence comes with responsibility. If owners accidentally allow undesirable behaviors to develop, the dog learns those just as quickly. Consistency from the very beginning is essential. Fortunately, giant schnauzers genuinely enjoy learning. Training sessions become less like work and more like games that strengthen the relationship between dog and owner. Positive reinforcement produces outstanding results. Praise, toys, treats, and enthusiastic encouragement motivate most individuals far better than punishment ever could. The breed also possesses strong protective instincts. Unlike naturally outgoing breeds that greet every visitor as a potential friend, giant schnauzers usually remain alert whenever someone unfamiliar approaches the home. A well-socialized dog normally observes quietly before deciding how to respond. Its confidence often discourages trouble without the need for aggressive behavior. This natural guardianship provides reassurance for many seniors living alone. At the same time, socialization should begin early. Puppies need positive experiences with people of different ages, friendly dogs, busy streets, parks, vehicles, and unfamiliar environments. These experiences help create the calm, stable temperament for which the breed is respected. Physically, the giant schnauzer is both powerful and athletic. Adult males frequently weigh between 70 and 95 pounds, although some individuals become even larger. Unlike giant breeds that move slowly, the giant schnauzer combines considerable strength with impressive speed and agility. This means leash training is particularly important. A fully grown dog that suddenly decides to chase a squirrel or greet another dog enthusiastically can easily pull an unprepared owner off balance. Early obedience training greatly reduces this risk. The breed's distinctive coat deserves special attention. Unlike many double-coated breeds that shed continuously, the giant schnauzer has a dense, wiry outer coat and a softer undercoat. One advantage is relatively low shedding. Many owners notice far less loose hair around the house compared to breeds like the German Shepherd or Golden Retriever. However, that benefit comes with additional grooming responsibilities. Regular brushing several times a week prevents mats from forming. Professional hand stripping or clipping every few months helps maintain the correct texture and appearance of the coat. The famous beard also requires routine cleaning. After drinking water or eating meals, moisture and food particles often remain trapped in the facial hair. Many owners keep a small towel nearby specifically for wiping the beard after meals. While these grooming tasks aren't especially difficult, they require consistency. Health is generally good, but prospective owners should remain aware of several inherited conditions. Hip dysplasia remains one of the most common orthopedic concerns. Some giant schnauzers develop elbow dysplasia as well. Certain bloodlines may experience thyroid disorders, eye diseases, or heart conditions. As with many deep-chested breeds, gastric dilation volvulus, commonly called bloat, remains a potentially life-threatening emergency. Routine veterinary examinations, responsible breeding practices, proper nutrition, and maintaining a healthy body weight significantly improve long-term health prospects. Life expectancy typically ranges from 10 to 12 years, which is respectable for a dog of this size. Financially, ownership costs are higher than many first-time owners expect. Food expenses increase because of the breed's large frame and active metabolism. Professional grooming appointments every few months should also be included in the annual budget, unless owners learn to maintain the coat themselves. Veterinary care, parasite prevention, quality nutrition,
orthopedic bedding, and training classes all contribute to the total cost of ownership. Despite these expenses, many owners believe the breed offers tremendous value through its unwavering devotion. Perhaps the giant Schnauzer's greatest quality is the relationship it builds with its family. These dogs rarely view themselves as independent pets. Instead, they genuinely want to participate in everyday life. Whether gardening, taking walks, relaxing in the living room, or riding in the car, the giant Schnauzer wants to be involved. Many owners affectionately describe them as loyal shadows that quietly accompany them throughout the day. For retirees who remain physically active and enjoy investing time in training, grooming, and daily interaction, the giant Schnauzer can become an extraordinary companion. Its intelligence keeps life interesting. Its loyalty provides emotional security. Its confidence inspires admiration. However, for seniors hoping for a more relaxed lifestyle with fewer grooming demands and lower exercise requirements, there are still many breeds ahead that fit retirement even better.
Number 22. Doberman Pinscher. With its sleek, muscular body, elegant posture, alert expression, and effortless athleticism, the Doberman has long been regarded as one of the world's finest protection dogs. Whether standing quietly beside its owner or moving with remarkable speed across an open field, the breed commands attention without needing to make a sound. For decades, movies and television often portrayed Dobermans as intimidating guard dogs. While that image made the breed famous, it also created many misconceptions. The truth is far more interesting. A properly bred and well-socialized Doberman is not naturally aggressive. Instead, it is highly intelligent, deeply loyal, emotionally sensitive, and remarkably devoted to its family. These qualities make the Doberman a wonderful companion for some retirees, but not for all. Its energy, strength, and need for regular mental stimulation prevent it from ranking among the very best large breeds for the average senior. The Doberman's history begins in Germany during the late 19th century. A tax collector named Carl Friedrich Louis Dobermann wanted a dependable dog that could safely accompany him while traveling through dangerous areas carrying money. Rather than relying solely on luck for protection, he envisioned a breed that combined intelligence, courage, athletic ability, and unwavering loyalty. The result was one of the most versatile working dogs ever developed. Over the following decades, Dobermans became trusted police dogs, military dogs, search and rescue dogs, therapy dogs, and loyal family companions throughout the world. That impressive versatility remains one of the breed's defining strengths. Perhaps the first thing new owners notice is how closely a Doberman bonds with its people. Many breeds enjoy spending time with their families. Dobermans seem to need it. Owners frequently describe them as Velcro dogs because they rarely choose to stay far away from their favorite person. Move into the kitchen, and the Doberman quietly follows. Walk into the garage, and it comes along. Sit down to read a book, and within moments, the dog has settled nearby, perfectly content simply being close. For seniors who live alone, this constant companionship can provide enormous emotional comfort. Unlike more independent breeds that are happy entertaining themselves for hours, Dobermans genuinely prefer sharing everyday life with their owners. That strong attachment, however, comes with responsibility. Dobermans generally dislike being left alone for long periods. Without enough companionship, some individuals develop separation anxiety. Excessive barking, destructive chewing, pacing, or attempts to escape may appear if loneliness becomes chronic. Fortunately, many retirees spend considerably more time at home than working professionals, making retirement an excellent stage of life for this breed. Exercise remains one of the biggest considerations. Despite their calm behavior indoors after adequate activity, Dobermans are naturally athletic dogs. Most healthy adults require at least 60 to 90 minutes of exercise each day. Brisk walks, hiking, jogging, obedience practice, retrieving games, and scent work all help satisfy both body and mind. A simple stroll around the block usually isn't enough. These dogs enjoy having challenges. One reason experienced trainers admire Dobermans is their extraordinary intelligence. Many learn new commands after only a handful of repetitions. They quickly recognize routines, remember lessons, and eagerly solve problems presented during training. In fact, training often becomes one of the most enjoyable parts of owning a Doberman. Rather than viewing obedience as work, many Dobermans treat it like an exciting game played with their favorite person. Positive reinforcement produces exceptional results. Praise, treats, toys, and enthusiastic encouragement strengthen both learning and trust.
Harsh corrections, on the other hand, rarely improve behavior and may actually damage the close relationship that makes this breed so special. One fascinating characteristic of the Doberman is its emotional sensitivity. Although physically powerful, many Dobermans are surprisingly gentle emotionally. They often notice changes in their owner's mood almost immediately. Some quietly place their head on a person's lap during difficult moments. Others simply remain close without demanding attention. This ability to read human emotions explains why many Dobermans have excelled as therapy and service dogs, despite their intimidating appearance. Naturally, the breed's protective instincts deserve discussion. The Doberman was created to guard people. A well-socialized individual usually remains calm and confident around visitors, waiting to see how your owner reacts before deciding what to do. This controlled confidence is exactly what responsible breeders have worked to preserve. The goal is not unnecessary aggression. The goal is stability. A confident Doberman should never panic. It should remain composed until genuine action becomes necessary. Early socialization plays a critical role in achieving this balanced temperament. Puppies should experience different environments, friendly strangers, other dogs, traffic, parks, shopping areas, veterinary clinics, and everyday household activities. These experiences help produce an adult dog capable of handling new situations throughout life. Physically, the Doberman combines strength with elegance. Adult males commonly weigh between 75 and 100 pounds. Unlike heavier breeds that rely primarily on size, Dobermans possess exceptional speed and agility. Their long stride allows them to cover ground effortlessly. For seniors, this means leash manners must be established early. Even a friendly Doberman greeting another dog enthusiastically generates considerable force. Fortunately, the breed's willingness to learn usually makes polite walking behavior easier to teach than with many other energetic breeds. One advantage many retirees appreciate is grooming. The Doberman's short coat is one of the easiest to maintain among large dogs. Weekly brushing with a soft grooming mitt removes loose hair while keeping the coat healthy and shiny. Baths are only occasionally necessary. Compared with heavily coated breeds, grooming requires very little time. The downside is climate. Without a thick, insulating undercoat, Dobermans tolerate cold weather less comfortably than breeds such as the Newfoundland, Bernese Mountain Dog, or Great Pyrenees. In colder regions, many owners use insulated dog coats during winter walks. Health is perhaps the breed's greatest concern. Although many Dobermans live long, healthy lives, responsible owners should understand several inherited conditions that occur more frequently within the breed. Dilated cardiomyopathy, often abbreviated as DMC, is one of the most serious. This disease weakens the heart muscle and can develop with few early warning signs. Regular veterinary examinations and cardiac screening become extremely important as the dog ages. Von Willebrand disease, an inherited blood clotting disorder, also appears within the breed. Hip dysplasia, thyroid disorders, cervical vertebral instability, commonly known as wobbler syndrome, and certain eye conditions may also occur. Responsible breeders routinely perform health testing to reduce these risks. Maintaining a healthy body weight, feeding premium nutrition, providing regular exercise, and scheduling preventative veterinary care all contribute significantly to long-term health. Financially, Doberman ownership falls into the moderate to high category. Food expenses are typical for a dog of this size. Routine grooming costs remain minimal. However, comprehensive health care, especially cardiac monitoring later in life, should be included in the long-term budget. Many experienced owners recommend pet insurance while the dog is still young and healthy, because treatment for major medical conditions can become expensive. Despite these challenges, the Doberman continues to attract devoted admirers around the world. Its intelligence keeps training exciting. Its loyalty creates extraordinary emotional bonds. Its athletic ability encourages owners to remain physically active. Its protective nature offers reassurance without constant aggression. For active retirees who enjoy daily exercise, structured training, and spending most of their time with their dog, the Doberman can become an exceptional companion.
Number 21. Black Russian Terrier. Powerful, intelligent,
Calm and undeniably impressive, the Black Russian Terrier is one of the most overlooked large dog breeds in the world. Many people have never seen one in person, and those who have often mistake it for a giant Schnauzer or a large mixed breed because of its shaggy black coat and bearded face. But beneath that thick coat lies a dog with a fascinating history and an unforgettable personality. For the right senior, the Black Russian Terrier can become a remarkably loyal companion. For the average retiree, however, it still requires more experience, grooming, and structured training than the breeds that will appear later in our countdown. Unlike breeds that evolved naturally over hundreds of years, the Black Russian Terrier was intentionally developed in the Soviet Union after the Second World War. Military breeding programs wanted a dependable working dog capable of guarding military facilities, patrolling enormous properties, enduring freezing winters, and remaining reliable under extremely demanding conditions. To achieve those goals, breeders combined several powerful working breeds, including the giant Schnauzer, Rottweiler, Airedale Terrier, Newfoundland, Caucasian Shepherd, and others. The result was a dog that possessed intelligence, strength, endurance, confidence, and remarkable adaptability. Although originally developed for military service, today's Black Russian Terrier has become a devoted family companion for owners willing to meet its needs. One of the breed's greatest strengths is emotional stability. Unlike some highly reactive working breeds that immediately respond to every unfamiliar movement or sound, a well-bred Black Russian Terrier usually pauses to evaluate the situation. It prefers observation before action. This calm confidence is one reason experienced owners admire the breed so much. Instead of barking at every passing car or neighborhood squirrel, many Black Russian Terriers remain surprisingly quiet. When they do alert their family, owners quickly learn that something unusual is probably happening. For retirees seeking peaceful household, this thoughtful temperament can be very appealing. However, confidence should never be mistaken for laziness. The Black Russian Terrier remains an active working dog. Daily walks are essential. Most healthy adults benefit from 60 to 90 minutes of exercise every day. Long walks through quiet neighborhoods, nature trails, or local parks help maintain healthy muscles while providing valuable mental stimulation. Many individuals also enjoy swimming, obedience exercises, scent games, and learning advanced tricks. Fortunately, unlike some extremely energetic sporting breeds, the Black Russian Terrier usually knows how to relax once its daily exercise has been completed. Inside the home, mature adults often become calm and surprisingly gentle companions. Many owners describe them as quiet observers. They enjoy lying where they can watch family members without constantly demanding attention. This balanced personality begins to move our ranking toward breeds that fit retirement more comfortably. Training remains essential. The Black Russian Terrier is exceptionally intelligent. It learns routines quickly and remembers lessons for years. At the same time, it possesses a strong independent streak. Owners should avoid treating this breed like a machine that blindly obeys commands. Instead, the dog responds best to calm leadership, built on trust and consistency. Positive reinforcement creates enthusiastic learners. Harsh punishment often produces unnecessary resistance and damages the close relationship that this breed naturally develops with its owner. Many experienced trainers say that earning a Black Russian Terrier's respect is far more effective than trying to dominate it. One of the breed's most remarkable qualities is loyalty. Once a Black Russian Terrier accepts someone as family, that bond becomes incredibly strong. Many owners report that their dog quietly follows them from room to room throughout the day. Unlike clingy breeds that constantly seek attention, the Black Russian Terrier simply prefers knowing where its people are. If you spend an afternoon reading in your favorite chair, chances are your dog will settle nearby, content simply to share your company. For seniors who value quiet companionship, this behavior can be deeply comforting. Protective instincts also remain strong. Remember, this breed was originally developed to guard important facilities. A properly socialized Black Russian Terrier usually welcomes guests after its owner has done so, but it remains naturally observant. Its imposing appearance alone often discourages unwanted visitors. Fortunately, responsible breeding has emphasized confidence rather than unnecessary aggression. Early socialization is absolutely essential. Puppies should meet friendly strangers, experience busy environments, interact with other well-behaved dogs. These positive experiences help produce the calm and dependable adults that the breed is known for. Physically, the Black Russian Terrier is an impressive animal. Adult males frequently weigh between 90 and 130 pounds. Despite that size, they move with surprising agility. Strong leash manners become particularly important because even a friendly dog of this weight can accidentally pull an owner off balance if it suddenly becomes excited. Fortunately, Early obedience training usually produces excellent results. The breed genuinely enjoys learning. Mental challenges often tire a Black Russian Terrier almost as much as physical exercise. Grooming is where many prospective owners begin to reconsider. The dense, weather-resistant double coat is beautiful, but it requires commitment. Unlike short-coated breeds that need only occasional brushing, the Black Russian Terrier benefits from thorough grooming several times each week. Without regular brushing, mats develop easily, particularly behind the ears, under the legs, around the beard, and beneath the tail. Professional grooming every couple of months helps maintain both appearance and skin health. The famous beard deserves daily attention as well. After meals or drinking water, food particles and moisture often remain trapped in the facial hair. Many experienced owners simply keep a towel near the food bowl and quickly wipe the beard after eating. This small habit prevents unpleasant odors and keeps the coat much cleaner. Although grooming requires time, many owners consider it an enjoyable opportunity to strengthen their bond with the dog. Health is generally good for such a large breed, but no large dog is completely free from inherited concerns. Hip dysplasia remains one of the most common orthopedic issues. Elbow dysplasia occasionally appears as well. Some individuals develop eye disorders or heart disease later in life. Like many giant breeds with deep chests, the Black Russian Terrier also faces the risk of gastric dilation volvulus, commonly known as bloat. Understanding the symptoms and seeking immediate veterinary care can make the difference between life and death. With responsible breeding, excellent nutrition, appropriate exercise, and regular veterinary checkups, many Black Russian Terriers enjoy healthy lives of 10 to 12 years. Financially, this is not an inexpensive breed. Food consumption is substantial because of its size. Professional grooming should be included in the annual budget unless owners learn to maintain the coat themselves. Preventative veterinary care, quality nutrition, orthopedic bedding, flea and tick prevention, and routine health screenings all contribute to the overall cost of ownership. Nevertheless, many families gladly accept these expenses because of the extraordinary character. The Black Russian Terrier combines confidence without arrogance, strength without recklessness, and loyalty without becoming overly demanding. For active retirees with previous experience handling large working breeds and who don't mind regular grooming, the Black Russian Terrier can become a magnificent lifelong friend.
Number 20. Bernese Mountain Dog. Many people fall in love with this breed before ever meeting one. Fortunately, in many cases, the personality is every bit as wonderful as the appearance. Originally developed in the Swiss Alps, the Bernese Mountain Dog spent centuries helping farmers with everyday work. These powerful dogs pulled milk carts, protected farms, watched over livestock, and accompanied families through long mountain winters. Unlike breeds developed solely for guarding or hunting, Bernese Mountain Dogs worked closely with people every single day. That history helped shape the affectionate personality they are famous for today. One of the first things owners notice is how gentle these dogs can be. Despite weighing anywhere from 70 to 115 pounds, many Bernese Mountain Dogs seem completely unaware of their own size. They approach people softly, enjoy leaning against their favorite humans, and often believe they are small enough to curl up in someone's lap. Many owners affectionately refer to them as oversized teddy bears. This gentle nature makes them especially appealing to seniors looking for emotional companionship rather than an intense working partner. Unlike some independent breeds we've already discussed, Bernese Mountain Dogs genuinely enjoy simply spending time with their families. If you're gardening, they'll probably lie nearby watching birds. If you're reading on the porch, they'll quietly stretch out beside your chair. If you're watching television during the evening, don't be surprised if your Bernese chooses the floor directly next to your feet. They don't constantly demand attention. Instead, they simply enjoy being close. For retirees living alone, this peaceful companionship can make an enormous difference. Many owners describe their Bernese as having an almost calming presence inside the home. Another reason this breed moves much higher in our ranking is its energy level. Bernese Mountain Dogs certainly enjoy exercise, but they don't usually demand endless hours of activity. Most healthy adults are perfectly happy with 1 or 2 moderate walks each day, combined with opportunities to explore parks, nature trails, or the backyard. They enjoy hiking, especially during cool weather, but they are generally just as happy relaxing afterward. This balance suits many retirees perfectly. You remain active enough to benefit from daily walks while avoiding the exhausting exercise requirements of highly athletic working breeds. However, there is one important consideration. Bernese Mountain Dogs strongly prefer cooler temperatures. Remember their history in the Swiss Alps. Their thick, double coat evolved to protect them during snowy mountain winters. Cold weather is where they truly shine. Many owners smile as they watch their Bernese happily rolling through fresh snow, while other dogs rush back indoors. Summer is a different story. Hot, humid weather can quickly become uncomfortable. Owners often schedule walks early in the morning or later in the evening during warmer months. Air conditioning, shade, and constant access to fresh water become especially important. Training is generally a pleasant experience. Bernese Mountain Dogs are intelligent without being overly stubborn. Unlike some guardian breeds that constantly question commands, Berners usually want to cooperate. Positive reinforcement works beautifully. Praise, treats, gentle encouragement, and consistency help these dogs learn household rules quickly. Early socialization remains important, but most Bernese naturally possess friendly and patient temperaments. They usually greet visitors politely after seeing that their owners are comfortable. Aggression is not considered typical of the breed. This calm confidence is one reason Bernese Mountain Dogs have become popular therapy dogs in hospitals, nursing homes, and rehabilitation centers. Their gentle demeanor often helps people feel relaxed almost immediately. Children also tend to adore them. A properly trained Bernese Mountain Dog often displays remarkable patience around respectful children. Its calm personality allows it to tolerate family activity without becoming overwhelmed. Of course, interactions between dogs and young children should always be supervised, regardless of breed. The Bernese Mountain Dog also tends to get along well with other pets when introduced properly. Many live peacefully with cats and other dogs, particularly when raised together from an early age. This adaptability makes the breed attractive for seniors who already have another pet at home. Grooming, however, requires commitment. That magnificent coat doesn't maintain itself. Weekly brushing is the minimum. During seasonal shedding periods in spring and autumn, brushing several times a week becomes necessary to control the large amounts of loose hair. Owners quickly learn that black clothing and Bernese Mountain Dog fur become close companions. Fortunately, the coat usually stays relatively clean because dirt often falls away once it dries. Bathing every couple of months is typically sufficient unless the dog becomes particularly muddy. Regular nail trimming, ear cleaning, and dental care should also become part of the grooming routine. One important area where the Bernese Mountain Dog unfortunately loses points is health. Like many giant breeds, they are prone to several inherited conditions. Hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia remain common orthopedic concerns. Arthritis frequently develops later in life because of their large size. Even more concerning is the breed's unusually high risk of certain cancers. Sadly, cancer is one of the leading causes of death in Bernese Mountain Dogs worldwide. Although responsible breeding programs continue working to improve longevity, the average lifespan remains shorter than many other large breeds. Many Bernese Mountain Dogs live between 7 and 10 years, though some healthy individuals exceed that. This relatively short lifespan is one of the hardest realities for owners. People often say that no matter how many years they had with their Bernese, it never felt like enough. Nutrition plays a major role in supporting joint health. Maintaining a lean body condition throughout life helps reduce stress on hips, elbows, and knees. Veterinarians often recommend diets specifically formulated for large breeds, especially during puppyhood when bones and joints develop rapidly. Financially, the Bernese Mountain Dog represents a significant investment. Food expenses are naturally higher because of the breed's size. Routine grooming supplies, quality orthopedic beds, joint supplements as recommended by a veterinarian, and regular veterinary care should all be expected. Potential owners should also prepare emotionally and financially for possible health-related expenses later in the dog's life. Despite these challenges, few breeds inspire such devotion among their owners. Ask someone who has lived with a Bernese Mountain Dog, and you'll often hear stories about incredible kindness, endless patience, and unwavering loyalty. Many describe their Bernese as having an almost natural ability to sense when someone needs quiet companionship. Whether sitting beside an owner after a difficult day or gently resting its head on someone's knee, the Bernese Mountain Dog often provides comfort without needing to be asked. For many retirees, that emotional connection becomes priceless. The Bernese Mountain Dog isn't the perfect choice for every senior. Its large size, heavy shedding, and relatively short lifespan require careful consideration. But for retirees who enjoy moderate daily walks, don't mind regular brushing, live in a cooler climate, and are prepared for the responsibilities of owning a giant breed, the Bernese Mountain Dog can become one of the most loving companions imaginable.
Number 19. Standard Poodle. Standing over 22 inches tall and often weighing between 50 and 70 pounds, it is a true large breed with a fascinating history that stretches back hundreds of years. More importantly for retirees, it also possesses many qualities that make everyday life significantly easier than with many working breeds we've already discussed. Despite its elegant appearance, the standard poodle was originally developed as a water retriever. Hunters needed an intelligent dog capable of swimming through icy lakes and rivers to retrieve ducks and other waterfowl. The famous poodle haircut that many people associate with dog shows actually began as a practical working trim. Hunters shaved certain parts of the body to reduce drag while swimming, but intentionally left thicker fur around the chest and joints to help protect the dog from cold water. Over time, these practical trims evolved into the decorative grooming styles seen in dog competitions today. Behind all that curly hair remains an exceptionally capable working dog. Perhaps the standard poodle's greatest strength is intelligence. Year after year, experts consistently rank the breed among the smartest dogs on Earth. Many owners are amazed by how quickly their poodle learns routines. Some puppies master basic household rules within days. Adult dogs often recognize dozens of words, anticipate daily schedules, and even seem to understand conversations based on tone of voice and familiar phrases. Training a standard poodle is usually an enjoyable experience. Unlike some highly independent breeds, poodles genuinely like working with people. They seem to enjoy solving problems and learning new skills. Basic obedience often comes naturally, while more advanced activities such as scent work, therapy training, agility, rally, or trick training provide endless opportunities to keep their remarkable minds engaged. For retirees who enjoy teaching their dog new things, few breeds offer as much potential. Another reason the standard poodle ranks higher than many other large breeds is adaptability. Although energetic enough to accompany owners on hikes or long walks, mature standard poodles also know how to relax inside the home once their exercise needs have been met. Most healthy adults are satisfied with 1 or 2 daily walks combined with playtime, mental stimulation, or retrieving games. They don't usually require the endless physical activity demanded by breeds such as the Belgian Malinois or Siberian Husky. This balanced energy level fits many retirement lifestyles beautifully. The standard poodle also excels as a companion. These dogs thrive on human interaction. They don't simply tolerate family life, they genuinely want to participate in it. Whether helping in the garden, riding in the car, visiting friends, or quietly relaxing beside your favorite chair, a standard poodle prefers being included rather than left behind. Owners frequently describe them as emotionally intuitive. Many seem to notice when their favorite person feels tired, stressed, or lonely. Without becoming overly demanding, they often respond by quietly sitting nearby or gently resting a paw on their owner's leg. This emotional awareness has helped make standard poodles outstanding therapy and assistance dogs throughout the world. For seniors living alone, that constant companionship can provide tremendous comfort. Unlike highly protective guardian breeds, standard poodles are generally friendly toward strangers. Most welcome visitors politely after seeing that their owner is comfortable. This sociable nature often makes them enjoyable companions during neighborhood walks, family gatherings, or visits to parks where meeting new people becomes part of the daily routine. Of course, proper socialization during puppyhood remains important. Dogs that regularly experience different environments, friendly strangers, children, traffic, and other animals typically grow into confident adults. The standard poodle usually gets along well with other dogs. Many also live peacefully with cats, particularly when introduced gradually. This adaptability makes the breed an excellent choice for retirees who already share their home with another pet. One feature that consistently attracts older owners is the coat. Unlike many large breeds we've already discussed, standard poodles shed very little. Instead of leaving large amounts of hair on furniture, carpets, and clothing, loose hairs often remain trapped within the curly coat until brushed out. For seniors who value a cleaner home or who experience mild allergies, this can be a significant advantage. However, low shedding does not mean low maintenance. Quite the opposite. The curly coat grows continuously and requires regular care. Brushing several times a week prevents painful mats from developing close to the skin. Professional grooming every 6 to 8 weeks helps maintain the coat in healthy condition unless owners learn to clip it themselves. Fortunately, many retirees actually enjoy these grooming appointments because they provide regular opportunities for health checks and social interaction with professional groomers. Many owners choose practical sporting clips rather than elaborate show cuts. These shorter styles require less maintenance while remaining comfortable throughout the year. Health is generally very good compared with many large breeds, although no dog is completely free from inherited conditions. Hip dysplasia can occur,
Progressive retinal apathy affects vision in some bloodlines. Addison's disease, a hormonal disorder, appears more frequently in standard poodles than in many other breeds. Bloat also remains a concern because of the breed's deep chest. Responsible breeders routinely perform genetic testing to reduce these risks whenever possible. One encouraging advantage is longevity. Many healthy standard poodles live 12 to 15 years. For a large breed, that represents an excellent lifespan and gives retirees many wonderful years with their companion. Maintaining a healthy weight contributes enormously to lifelong mobility. Because poodles enjoy food, owners should resist the temptation to offer excessive treats. Keeping joints healthy through appropriate exercise and balanced nutrition pays enormous dividends later in life. Financially, the standard poodle falls into the moderate ownership category. Food costs remain reasonable for a dog of this size. Routine grooming becomes the largest ongoing expense unless owners learn basic clipping techniques themselves. Veterinary care, preventative medications, dental cleanings, and premium nutrition should all be considered part of responsible ownership. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of living with a standard poodle is the combination of intelligence and personality. These dogs often make people laugh without trying. Some invent games, others develop amusing daily routines. Many become surprisingly expressive, communicating through body language, facial expressions, and enthusiastic greetings that seem almost human. Life with a standard poodle is rarely boring. For retirees who enjoy interacting with an intelligent companion, this playful spirit keeps every day interesting. The breed also adapts well to different living situations. While a securely fenced yard is certainly appreciated, many standard poodles thrive in suburban homes, rural properties, or even larger apartments, provided they receive sufficient daily exercise. This flexibility makes them suitable for seniors whose housing situation may change during retirement. The standard poodle isn't perfect for everyone. Owners unwilling to commit to regular grooming may become frustrated. Likewise, people wanting an independent outdoor dog will probably find the breed too people-oriented. But for retirees seeking an affectionate, highly trainable, low-shedding, large companion with an excellent longevity and a wonderful sense of humor, the standard poodle deserves its place among the very best. Number 18. Boxer. The breed traces its roots back to Germany during the late 19th century. Its ancestors included powerful hunting dogs known as Bullenbeisers, which were originally used to help hunters control large game such as wild boar and deer. Over time, breeders focused less on hunting ability and more on creating a dependable family companion that combined courage, intelligence, and a stable temperament. The result was the modern boxer, a dog capable of protecting its family while remaining incredibly gentle with the people it loves. One of the first things anyone notices about a boxer is its personality. Few breeds seem to enjoy life as much. Everything becomes an adventure. A simple walk through the neighborhood becomes an exciting expedition filled with interesting smells, friendly greetings, and opportunities to investigate every corner of the world. Many owners say their boxer wakes up every morning genuinely excited to see what the day will bring. That enthusiasm can be contagious. For retirees who want a reason to stay active and smile more often, a boxer often provides exactly that. Despite their playful reputation, mature boxers are remarkably people-oriented. They don't simply enjoy human company, they thrive on it. These dogs genuinely want to participate in family life. Whether you're preparing dinner, watering flowers, reading the newspaper, or relaxing on the porch, your boxer will likely choose a spot nearby. Not because it needs constant attention, but because it enjoys sharing everyday moments with the people it loves. For seniors living alone, this unwavering companionship can make retirement feel far less lonely. Another quality that makes the boxer especially appealing is emotional sensitivity. Many owners believe their boxer can recognize changes in mood almost instantly. During difficult days, a boxer often becomes quieter and more affectionate. Some gently rest their head on their owner's lap. Others simply stay close, without asking for anything in return. This ability to provide silent emotional support has earned the breed countless devoted admirers. Training a boxer is generally enjoyable, although patience is important. These dogs are highly intelligent. The challenge isn't understanding commands, it's maintaining their attention. Young boxers can become so excited about everything happening around them that concentrating for long periods becomes difficult. Short, fun training sessions usually produce far better results than lengthy lessons. Positive reinforcement works exceptionally well. Praise, treats, toys, and enthusiastic encouragement help boxers learn quickly while strengthening the relationship with their owner. Harsh discipline rarely accomplishes anything positive. The boxer responds much better to cooperation than confrontation. As they mature, their ability to focus improves dramatically. Many adult boxers become reliable, obedient companions capable of learning advanced tricks, participating in therapy work, and even competing successfully in obedience sports.
Exercise requirements fall into the moderate category. Unlike extremely demanding working breeds, most mature boxers are satisfied with 1 or 2 good walks every day, combined with opportunities to play. Many enjoy games of fetch, short hikes, or simply exploring new walking routes with their owners. One advantage for many retirees is that the boxer's exercise tends to come in bursts. A boxer may happily chase a ball for 20 minutes before returning home perfectly content to spend the rest of the afternoon sleeping near their favorite person. That balance between activity and relaxation makes the breed far easier to manage than many people expect. One important consideration is climate. The boxer's short muzzle makes it less tolerant of extreme heat. Hot summer afternoons can quickly become dangerous. Responsible owners schedule walks early in the morning or later in the evening when temperatures are cooler. Fresh drinking water, shade, and air conditioning become especially important during warm weather. Cold weather also deserves attention. Because boxers have short coats with very little insulating undercoat, many appreciate wearing a dog jacket during freezing winter walks. Fortunately, grooming is wonderfully simple. The smooth short coat requires very little maintenance. Weekly brushing removes loose hair while helping keep the coat shiny and healthy. Baths are only needed occasionally. Compared with heavily coated breeds such as the Bernese Mountain Dog or Newfoundland, the boxer's grooming routine is refreshingly easy. Owners should, however, pay attention to facial wrinkles around the muzzle. Keeping these areas clean and dry helps prevent skin irritation. Regular nail trimming, dental care, and ear cleaning complete the basic grooming routine. Health is one area where prospective owners should carefully educate themselves. Unfortunately, boxers are predisposed to several inherited conditions. Heart disease, particularly a condition known as boxer cardiomyopathy, represents one of the breed's most serious concerns. Certain cancers also occur more frequently than in many other breeds. Hip dysplasia, thyroid disorders, degenerative myelopathy, and gastric dilatation volvulus, commonly known as bloat, can also affect some individuals. Fortunately, responsible breeders perform extensive health testing before breeding their dogs. Routine veterinary evaluations become increasingly important as the dog ages. With proper care, many boxers live between 10 and 12 years, although some enjoy even longer lives. Maintaining a lean body condition throughout adulthood significantly reduces stress on joints while improving cardiovascular health. Financially, boxer ownership is generally moderate. Food costs remain reasonable for a dog of this size. Professional grooming expenses are minimal because the coat requires very little maintenance. Owners should, however, budget for regular veterinary care, especially cardiac evaluations later in life. Pet insurance is often worth considering while the dog is still young and healthy. One of the most charming qualities of the boxer is its sense of humor. Many owners swear their dogs intentionally try to make people laugh, whether performing an exaggerated kidney bean dance when greeting family members, tilting their head dramatically during conversations, or making wonderfully expressive facial expressions. Boxers seem to possess an endless supply of personality. Life rarely feels dull with one in the house. Yet, beneath all that playfulness lies remarkable courage and devotion. A well-socialized boxer naturally watches over its family without becoming unnecessarily suspicious. Most greet guests politely after seeing that their owners are comfortable. If genuine danger ever appears, however, their protective instincts emerge immediately. This combination of friendliness and confidence makes many retirees feel both loved and secure. The boxer is certainly not the perfect choice for every senior. People looking for an exceptionally quiet, slow-moving dog may still find the breed more energetic than they prefer. Likewise, prospective owners should be prepared for occasional bursts of youthful enthusiasm, especially during the first few years. But for active retirees who enjoy daily walks, appreciate a playful sense of humor, and want a deeply affectionate companion that remains young at heart throughout life, the boxer is an outstanding choice.
Number 17. Labrador Retriever. There is a reason the Labrador Retriever has spent so many years as one of the most popular dogs in the world. Whether you visit a quiet country town, a busy suburb, or a lakeside community, chances are you'll find at least one Labrador happily walking beside its owner. The breed has earned its reputation through generations of loyalty, intelligence, adaptability, and an almost unmatched love for people. For many seniors, the Labrador Retriever represents the perfect balance between an active outdoor companion and a gentle family member. However, it doesn't quite reach the very top of our ranking because its energy level, especially during the first few years of life, can still be more demanding than some retirees expect. Even so, the Labrador Retriever easily deserves its place among the very best large dog breeds for seniors. Despite the name, the breed did not actually originate in Labrador. Its story begins in Newfoundland, Canada, where fishermen relied on the ancestors of today's Labrador retrievers to help retrieve fishing nets, pull ropes through icy water, and collect fish that escaped from boats. These hard-working dogs impressed visiting English sportsmen who brought them to Britain during the 19th century. There, careful breeding transformed them into the exceptional retrievers we know today. Although originally developed for hunting waterfowl, Labradors quickly proved capable of much more. Today, they serve as guide dogs, search and rescue dogs, therapy dogs, detection dogs, service animals, and beloved family companions. Few breeds possess such incredible versatility. Perhaps the Labrador's greatest strength is its personality. These dogs genuinely enjoy people. While some breeds form extremely close bonds with only one individual, Labradors usually have enough affection for everyone. Family members, neighbors, visiting grandchildren, old friends, and even complete strangers are often greeted with the same enthusiastic wagging tail. Their cheerful outlook on life is remarkably contagious. For retirees, this friendliness offers an unexpected benefit. Daily walks often become social events. Many Labradors happily greet other dog owners, encouraging conversations that might never have happened otherwise. Countless seniors have formed lasting friendships simply because their Labrador decided to introduce them to another person at the local park. That social connection becomes increasingly valuable during retirement. One important point to understand is that young Labradors have enormous energy. The first 2 or 3 years can feel surprisingly active. A young Lab wants to run, swim, retrieve tennis balls, chase floating sticks, explore every trail, and investigate every interesting smell. Without enough exercise, boredom can quickly lead to chewing, digging, or enthusiastic mischief around the house. Fortunately, maturity changes everything. As Labradors reach adulthood, they gradually settle into one of the most balanced temperaments found in any large breed. They still enjoy daily activity, but they also become wonderfully content spending quiet evenings relaxing beside their owners. For many retirees, adopting an adult Labrador rather than a young puppy offers the best of both worlds. The dog has already passed through its most energetic stage while retaining all the loyalty and affection that make the breed famous. Training is another area where the Labrador Retriever truly excels. These dogs love learning. In fact, many trainers describe Labradors as dogs that actively look for opportunities to succeed. Positive reinforcement works exceptionally well. Praise, treats, toys, and enthusiastic encouragement motivate Labradors to keep learning new skills throughout their lives. Even seniors with little previous dog training experience often find Labradors surprisingly forgiving. If mistakes happen during training, the dog usually remains eager to try again. That willingness to cooperate explains why Labradors have become one of the world's most successful service dog breeds. Whether guiding visually impaired individuals, assisting people with mobility challenges, detecting medical conditions, or providing emotional support, the Labrador consistently demonstrates remarkable reliability. Exercise requirements remain moderate. Most healthy adult Labradors benefit from 1 or 2 good walks each day, combined with opportunities to play. Swimming deserves special mention. Very few breeds enjoy water as much as the Labrador Retriever. Many seem incapable of walking past a pond, lake, or river without at least considering a quick swim. For active retirees living near water, this natural enthusiasm creates endless opportunities for enjoyable outdoor adventures. The breed also adapts remarkably well to different lifestyles. Labradors thrive in suburban homes with fenced yards. They enjoy country living where they can accompany owners on daily walks. Many even adapt successfully to apartment living, provided they receive enough exercise and mental stimulation. This flexibility makes them an excellent option for retirees who may downsize their home later in life. One quality that owners consistently praise is emotional stability. Labradors are generally optimistic dogs. They recover quickly from minor frustrations and rarely remain upset for long. This easygoing attitude creates a peaceful atmosphere within the home. Many seniors describe their Labrador as a source of daily happiness. No matter how difficult the day may have been, a wagging tail at the front door somehow makes everything feel a little better. The breed also tends to get along exceptionally well with children. Patient, playful, and tolerant, Labradors often become lifelong companions for grandchildren who visit during holidays and weekends. Of course, every interaction between dogs and young children should always be supervised. Early socialization helps Labradors develop into confident adults. Meeting different people, hearing unfamiliar sounds, visiting parks, riding in vehicles, and experiencing a variety of environments all contribute to the calm temperament for which the breed is famous.
Grooming is refreshingly simple. The Labrador's short double coat requires brushing once or twice a week throughout most of the year. During seasonal shedding periods, brushing more frequently helps control loose hair. Owners should be prepared for shedding. Labradors certainly lose more hair than first-time owners expect. Fortunately, regular brushing keeps the coat healthy while reducing the amount of fur found around the house. Bathing is needed only occasionally unless the dog discovers its favorite mud puddle during a walk. Health is generally good, although several inherited conditions deserve attention. Hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia remain among the most common orthopedic concerns. Obesity represents a significant challenge. Labradors love food. In fact, many seem convinced that every meal should be immediately followed by another meal. Without careful portion control and regular exercise, weight gain can occur surprisingly quickly. Maintaining a lean body condition dramatically improves joint health while reducing the risk of diabetes and arthritis later in life. Progressive retinal atrophy, cataracts, and certain heart conditions occasionally appear within the breed as well. Responsible breeders routinely perform health testing to reduce these risks. Most healthy Labradors enjoy life expectancies of 10 to 14 years, depending on genetics, lifestyle, and overall health care. Financially, Labrador ownership is relatively predictable. Food costs are moderate for a dog of this size. Grooming expenses remain low because the coat requires minimal professional maintenance. Veterinary care, quality nutrition, dental care, flea and tick prevention, and joint supplements during the senior years should all be included in the long-term budget. One greatest gift of the Labrador Retriever cannot be measured with numbers. It is the breed's incredible ability to brighten everyday life. Labradors celebrate ordinary moments. A morning walk becomes an adventure. A tennis ball becomes the greatest treasure in the world. A family gathering becomes a joyful celebration. Their enthusiasm reminds many retirees to enjoy the simple pleasures that retirement finally makes possible. Perhaps that's why so many Labrador owners eventually say the same thing: "I didn't just get a dog, I gained a best friend." For active seniors who still enjoy regular walks, occasional hikes, visits to parks, or afternoons by the lake, the Labrador Retriever remains one of the finest companions imaginable.
Number 16. Golden Retriever. If there were a competition for the friendliest face in the dog world, the Golden Retriever would almost certainly be one of the finalists. Its warm brown eyes, constantly wagging tail, gentle smile, and cheerful personality have made it one of the most beloved dogs on the planet. Few breeds have earned such universal admiration from families, veterinarians, trainers, and dog lovers alike. For many retirees, the Golden Retriever represents almost everything they imagine in a lifelong companion. Loyal, patient, intelligent, gentle, affectionate. The reason it doesn't appear even higher in our countdown has little to do with personality. Instead, it comes down to grooming requirements, shedding, and an energy level that remains fairly active throughout adulthood. Even so, the Golden Retriever easily deserves its place among the very best large breeds for seniors. The breed originated in Scotland during the 19th century. Scottish aristocrat Sir Dudley Marjoribanks, later known as Lord Tweedmouth, wanted to create the ideal hunting companion for retrieving birds across the rugged Scottish Highlands. His breeding program focused on intelligence, a soft mouth capable of carrying game without damaging it, excellent swimming ability, and a calm, cooperative temperament. The result exceeded every expectation. Over the following decades, the Golden Retriever became famous not only as an exceptional hunting dog, but also as one of the world's finest family companions. Today, Goldens serve in countless important roles: guide dogs, therapy dogs, search and rescue dogs, service dogs, detection dogs, emotional support animals, and of course, beloved members of millions of families. One of the breed's greatest strengths is its personality. Golden Retrievers genuinely seem to enjoy making people happy. Unlike independent breeds that sometimes prefer spending time alone, Goldens usually want to be wherever their family happens to be. If you're making breakfast, your Golden quietly watches from nearby. If you're gardening, it follows you through the yard. If you're relaxing on the porch with a cup of coffee, don't be surprised to find your dog lying peacefully beside your chair. Many owners say their Golden doesn't simply live in the house. It lives with the family. That distinction is important. Golden Retrievers thrive on companionship. They aren't dogs that enjoy spending long hours alone every day.
Unfortunately, retirement often provides exactly the kind of lifestyle they appreciate most. Many retirees have the time to include their dog in daily routines, whether that's walking through the neighborhood, visiting friends, taking scenic drives, or simply enjoying quiet afternoons together at home. The emotional bond that develops can be extraordinary. Many owners believe their Golden understands them almost better than people do. These dogs often recognize subtle changes in mood. If their owner feels sad, stressed, or lonely, many Goldens instinctively respond by quietly staying close. Some gently place their head on a person's lap. Others simply sit nearby without asking for attention. This remarkable emotional intelligence explains why Golden Retrievers have become one of the world's most successful therapy breeds. Hospitals, nursing homes, schools, and rehabilitation centers frequently rely on Goldens because of their naturally calming presence. For seniors living alone, that emotional companionship can be truly life-changing. Training is another area where the Golden Retriever shines. Few large breeds combine intelligence with such an eagerness to please. Many puppies learn household routines surprisingly quickly. Adult dogs continue learning throughout their lives because they genuinely enjoy working with people. Positive reinforcement produces outstanding results. Praise, treats, toys, and encouragement help Goldens remain enthusiastic students. Even first-time dog owners often discover that training a Golden Retriever feels far less intimidating than expected. Mistakes happen, of course, but Goldens are generally forgiving dogs. Rather than becoming frustrated, they usually seem happy simply spending time with their owner. Exercise requirements are moderate. Healthy adults benefit from 1 or 2 good walks each day, along with opportunities to play or explore. Many Golden Retrievers adore swimming. Like their Labrador cousins, they often view lakes, rivers, and ponds as irresistible invitations to jump into the water. Retirees who enjoy spending time outdoors frequently appreciate having such an enthusiastic walking companion. At the same time, mature Goldens usually know how to relax. After enjoying their daily exercise, many happily spend the rest of the afternoon sleeping near their favorite person. This balance between activity and relaxation makes the breed especially attractive during retirement. One delightful quality that owners often mention is the Golden Retriever's optimism. These dogs seem to wake up every morning expecting the day to be wonderful. Simple experiences, a walk, a toy, a visitor, or even watching birds through the window bring obvious joy. That cheerful attitude often becomes contagious. Many retirees say their Golden encourages them to remain active and appreciate life's small pleasures. The breed also has an outstanding reputation with children. Patient, gentle, and tolerant, Golden Retrievers frequently become trusted companions for grandchildren. Whether playing fetch in the backyard or quietly sitting beside a child reading a book, Goldens usually display remarkable patience. Of course, all interactions between dogs and young children should always be supervised. Another strength is adaptability. Golden Retrievers generally get along well with other dogs and often coexist peacefully with cats when introduced properly. This makes them an excellent choice for seniors who already share their home with another pet. Grooming, however, requires considerably more commitment than many short-haired breeds. The Golden Retriever's beautiful double coat sheds throughout the year, and especially heavily during spring and autumn. Weekly brushing is essential. During seasonal shedding, brushing several times a week helps remove loose undercoat before it spreads throughout the home. Many owners quickly learn that Golden Retriever hair has a remarkable ability to appear almost everywhere. Furniture, carpets, clothing, even inside the car after a short trip. Fortunately, regular grooming greatly reduces the problem while strengthening the bond between owner and dog. Bathing every couple of months usually keeps the coat healthy, unless the dog discovers mud or decides to swim in particularly interesting water. Regular ear cleaning is especially important because floppy ears can trap moisture, increasing the risk of ear infections. Health deserves careful attention. Golden Retrievers are unfortunately predisposed to several inherited conditions. Hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia remain common orthopedic concerns. Eye diseases, heart conditions, and allergies may also occur. Perhaps the breed's greatest health challenge is its increased risk of certain cancers. Researchers continue studying this issue, and responsible breeders carefully screen their breeding dogs whenever possible. Routine veterinary examinations become increasingly important as the dog ages. Maintaining a healthy body weight also plays a significant role in preserving joint health and overall longevity. Most Golden Retrievers live between 10 and 12 years, although many exceed that with excellent care. Financially, ownership falls into the moderate category. Food costs remain reasonable for a large breed. Professional grooming is optional, but appreciated by many owners, especially during heavy shedding seasons. Routine veterinary care, Premium nutrition, preventative medications, and dental care should all be included in the long-term budget. Despite these responsibilities, Golden Retriever owners almost universally describe the experience as deeply rewarding. The breed possesses a rare combination of intelligence, kindness, playfulness, and emotional warmth that few dogs can match. They celebrate ordinary days. They welcome visitors with genuine happiness. They remain patient through life's changes. Most importantly, they have an extraordinary ability to remind their owners that companionship is often life's greatest gift. For retirees seeking an affectionate, highly trainable, family-oriented large dog that thrives on human companionship, a Golden Retriever is one of the finest choices available. Whether accompanying you on morning walks, quietly resting beside your chair during the afternoon, or greeting you with joyful enthusiasm every time you return home, a Golden Retriever has an incredible way of making every day feel a little brighter.
Number 15. Flat-coated Retriever. Owners often describe the breed with one simple phrase: the Peter Pan of dogs. Why? Because even as adults, flat-coated retrievers seem to hold on to their youthful enthusiasm, curiosity, and playful spirit far longer than most breeds. Unlike some large dogs that become serious and reserved with age, a flat-coated retriever often greets every new day with the excitement of a puppy discovering the world for the very first time. For many retirees, that joyful attitude becomes impossible to resist. The breed's story begins in 19th century Britain. Hunters wanted a reliable retriever capable of working both on land and water. Through careful breeding, they developed a dog with exceptional swimming ability, remarkable intelligence, and an eagerness to retrieve game over long distances. Although the Labrador Retriever eventually became more popular worldwide, the flat-coated retriever quietly built a loyal following among people who appreciated its affectionate personality and tireless optimism. Even today, experienced dog owners often refer to it as one of the hidden gems of the sporting group. One of the first things you'll notice about a flat-coated retriever is its attitude toward life. Some breeds appear dignified, others seem independent. The flat-coated retriever simply looks happy. Its constantly wagging tail, bright eyes, and friendly smiles seem to announce that every person is a potential friend, and every walk is an adventure waiting to happen. That joyful temperament makes daily life surprisingly enjoyable. For retirees who sometimes struggle with loneliness or quiet routines, living with a dog that celebrates every ordinary moment can have a remarkable emotional impact. Whether you're picking up the morning newspaper, watering flowers, or preparing breakfast, your flat-coated retriever often behaves as though you've just invited it on the greatest adventure of its life. That enthusiasm can be wonderfully contagious. Like other retrievers, the flat-coated retriever forms deep emotional bonds with its family. These dogs truly enjoy being around people. They're not content spending long hours isolated in the backyard. Instead, they want to participate in whatever their family happens to be doing. If you're gardening, they'll happily supervise every shovel of dirt. If you're reading a book on the porch, they'll settle nearby while watching birds and squirrels. If you're taking an afternoon drive through the countryside, they'll probably be the first one waiting patiently beside the car. This constant companionship makes the breed especially appealing for seniors who spend much of their day at home. Training is generally straightforward because the breed genuinely enjoys learning. Flat-coated retrievers are intelligent without being overly stubborn. They respond exceptionally well to praise, treats, toys, and positive reinforcement. Many owners are surprised by how quickly their dogs learn household routines and basic commands. Advanced obedience, scent work, therapy training, and retrieving games also come naturally to the breed. Perhaps even more importantly for retirees, flat-coated retrievers usually remain forgiving when owners make training mistakes. Instead of becoming frustrated, they simply seem eager to try again. Exercise requirements are moderate to moderately high. This isn't a couch potato. A healthy adult flat-coated retriever enjoys daily walks, opportunities to swim, games of fetch, and plenty of mental stimulation. Fortunately, once those needs have been met, most mature dogs relax comfortably inside the home. They don't constantly search for work the way many herding breeds do. Instead, they happily shift from active companion to quiet family member. For active retirees who enjoy walking every morning or exploring local parks, this balance often works beautifully. The breed is also wonderfully social. Most flat-coated retrievers greet visitors with enthusiasm rather than suspicion. They generally enjoy meeting new people and usually get along well with other dogs. Many coexist peacefully with cats, especially if raised together from an early age. Because of this friendly nature, they rarely make effective guard dogs. If your primary goal is home protection, other breeds would be more suitable. If your goal is companionship, however, few breeds are warmer or more welcoming. One delightful characteristic of the flat-coated retriever is its sense of humor. Owners often describe them as natural entertainers. Some invent games by carrying toys around the house. Others proudly present sticks, leaves, or completely unimportant objects as though they have discovered priceless treasures. Many retain that youthful outlook well into old age. That youthful spirit often encourages retirees to stay active without feeling pressured. Instead of demanding exhausting exercise, the dog simply invites its owner to enjoy life alongside it. Grooming is relatively manageable. The medium-length coat requires brushing once or twice a week to remove loose hair and prevent tangles. Feathering on the legs, tail, and chest deserves occasional extra attention. Compared with heavily coated mountain breeds, grooming is far less demanding. Seasonal shedding occurs, particularly during spring and autumn, but regular brushing keeps loose hair under control. Bathing every couple of months is usually sufficient unless the dog finds an irresistible mud puddle or spends time swimming. Routine ear cleaning also becomes important because floppy ears can trap moisture after swimming. Health is generally good, although prospect owners should understand the breed's biggest challenge. Unfortunately, flat-coated retrievers have a higher than average incidence of certain cancers, particularly later in life. This remains the breed's greatest health concern. Hip dysplasia and progressive retinal atrophy can also occur, although responsible breeders carefully screen their breeding dogs whenever possible. Maintaining a healthy body weight, providing regular exercise, feeding premium nutrition, and scheduling routine veterinary examinations all contribute significantly to lifelong health. Most flat-coated retrievers live between 8 and 12 years. Although that lifespan is somewhat shorter than some other retrievers, many owners say every year with this breed is filled with unforgettable memories. Financially, ownership costs remain moderate. Food expenses are similar to those of a Labrador or Golden Retriever. Professional grooming is optional rather than necessary. Routine veterinary care, preventative medications, quality nutrition, and occasional grooming supplies make up the majority of long-term expenses. Perhaps the flat-coated retriever's greatest gift is the atmosphere it creates inside the home. These dogs have an extraordinary ability to lift people's spirits. Their joyful personality, endless optimism, and sincere affection make even ordinary days feel special. For retirees beginning a new chapter of life, that emotional warmth can be incredibly valuable. After years of busy careers, deadlines, and responsibilities, many people discover that sharing peaceful mornings, leisurely walks, and quiet evenings with a loyal dog becomes one of retirement's greatest pleasures. The flat-coated retriever seems perfectly designed for exactly those moments.
Number 14, Irish Setter. Behind that striking appearance is an affectionate, optimistic, and deeply people-oriented companion that has been winning hearts for generations. While it remains more energetic than some of the breeds still ahead in our countdown, the Irish Setter earns its place in the top 14 because of its loving personality, adaptability, and remarkable ability to form lifelong bonds with its family. The breed's history dates back to 18th century Ireland. Hunters needed a dog capable of locating game birds across vast fields and gently setting by crouching low to indicate the bird's location before the hunter approached. Over time, breeders refined the Irish Setter into a dog celebrated for its speed, endurance, intelligence, and stunning appearance. Although many Irish Setters still participate in hunting today, countless others have become devoted family companions around the world. One of the breed's defining characteristics is its enthusiasm for life. Irish Setters seem to approach every day with endless optimism. A morning walk isn't simply exercise. It's an opportunity to discover new scents, greet neighbors, watch birds, and experience the world. Many owners say their Irish Setter reminds them to slow down and appreciate life's simple pleasures. For retirees, that joyful attitude can be surprisingly refreshing. The breed encourages regular outdoor activity without making daily routines feel like obligations. Another reason the Irish Setter ranks highly is its affectionate personality. These dogs genuinely enjoy being close to people. Unlike more independent breeds that often choose solitude, Irish Setters usually prefer spending their time wherever the family happens to be. If you're tending flowers in the garden, your setter will likely relax nearby. If you're preparing dinner, expect a curious face quietly watching from the kitchen doorway. If you're reading a book in your favorite chair, don't be surprised when your Irish Setter settles comfortably beside your feet. This constant companionship is one of the breed's greatest strengths. Many retirees find enormous comfort in having such a loyal friend sharing everyday life. The Irish Setter also has a wonderful reputation for kindness. Aggression is not typical of the breed. Most individuals greet strangers with curiosity rather than suspicion. Visitors often receive an enthusiastic welcome complete with a wagging tail and a friendly expression. This outgoing nature makes the breed an excellent companion for seniors who enjoy having family, friends, and grandchildren visit regularly. Of course, because Irish Setters are naturally friendly, they rarely make effective guard dogs. If your goal is personal protection, other breeds are far better suited to that role. If your goal is companionship, however, few breeds are warmer or more welcoming. Training is generally enjoyable because Irish Setters are both intelligent and eager to interact with people. However, there is one important point to understand. These dogs mature more slowly than many other breeds. It's not unusual for an Irish Setter to retain puppy-like enthusiasm well into adulthood. Owners often joke that their Irish Setter has an adult body but the heart of a playful teenager. Fortunately, patience usually pays off. As the dog matures, that youthful excitement gradually develops into a balanced, dependable personality. Positive reinforcement produces excellent results. Praise, treats, toys, and short, enjoyable training sessions help maintain the dog's enthusiasm. Harsh corrections often reduce confidence and accomplish very little. Irish Setters respond far better to encouragement than punishment. Exercise remains an important consideration. This is still a sporting breed. Healthy adults need daily walks and opportunities to stretch their legs. Long strolls through parks, nature trails, and quiet neighborhoods are usually ideal. Many Irish Setters also love hiking and swimming. Fortunately, after satisfying their exercise needs, mature adults generally relax comfortably indoors. This combination of outdoor enthusiasm and indoor gentleness makes them appealing to many active retirees. One quality that owners consistently praise is the breed's emotional warmth. Irish Setters seem genuinely interested in the happiness of their family. Many become especially attached to one person while remaining affectionate towards everyone else in the household. For seniors living alone, this close emotional bond often provides tremendous comfort. The breed also adapts well to homes with other pets. Irish Setters usually enjoy the company of other dogs. Many also coexist peacefully with cats, particularly when introductions happen gradually and respectfully. Their sociable nature often makes them excellent additions to multi-pet households. Grooming requires more attention than short-coated breeds, but remains manageable. The silky feathered coat should be brushed several times per week to prevent tangles and remove loose hair. Particular attention should be given to the ears, chest, legs, and tail where feathering is longest. Regular brushing also provides an excellent opportunity to check for ticks, burrs, or skin irritation after outdoor adventures. Professional grooming every few months helps maintain a neat appearance, although many owners successfully handle routine maintenance themselves. Bathing is generally needed only occasionally. The Irish Setter's beautiful coat naturally repels a surprising amount of dirt. Routine ear cleaning is especially important because long, floppy ears create a warm environment where moisture may be trapped, increasing the risk of ear infections. Health is generally good, although several inherited conditions deserve attention. Hip dysplasia remains one of the most common orthopedic concerns. Like many deep-chested breeds, Irish Setters also face the risk of gastric dilation valvulus or bloat. Certain eye disorders, epilepsy, and hypothyroidism occasionally occur within the breed. Responsible breeders perform health testing to reduce these risks whenever possible. Maintaining a healthy body weight throughout life helps protect joints while improving overall mobility during the senior years. Most Irish Setters enjoy life expectancies of 12 to 15 years, an excellent lifespan for a dog of this size. Financially, ownership costs fall into the moderate category. Food expenses are similar to those of other sporting breeds. Professional grooming is optional but appreciated by many owners. Routine veterinary care, quality nutrition, preventative medications, and regular dental care make up the majority of long-term expenses. Perhaps the Irish Setter's greatest gift is the atmosphere it creates within the home. These dogs seem to carry happiness wherever they go. Their joyful greetings, affectionate nature, and endless curiosity remind their owners that life is meant to be enjoyed. For seniors beginning a slower chapter of life, that positive energy often becomes contagious. Many owners say their Irish Setter encouraged them to spend more time outdoors, meet more neighbors, and stay physically active long after retirement. That may be one of the breed's greatest achievements. It doesn't simply become part of your daily routine. It quietly improves it. For seniors who still enjoy regular walks, appreciate a sociable companion, and don't mind a little extra grooming, the Irish Setter can become an extraordinary lifelong friend.
Number 13. Leonberger. Behind the lion-like appearance is a calm, affectionate, and remarkably patient companion that seems to understand its own strength. For active retirees who have enough space for a giant breed, the Leonberger can be one of the most rewarding dogs to share life with. The breed originated in Germany during the mid-19th century in the town of Leonberg. According to tradition, local breeder Heinrich Essig wanted to create a dog that resembled the lion featured on the town's coat of arms. To achieve this goal, he crossed several large mountain and working breeds, including ancestors of the Newfoundland, St. Bernard, and Great Pyrenees. The result was exactly what he had hoped for, a majestic giant with an unmistakable lion-like appearance and a surprisingly gentle disposition. Over time, the Leonberger became popular among European royalty and noble families.
Kings, queens, and emperors admired both its beauty and its dependable temperament. Despite its royal reputation, however, the Leonberger has always remained a hard-working dog at heart. Throughout history, these dogs pulled carts, guarded farms, watched over livestock, and even assisted with water rescues. Their versatility helped shape the balanced personality that owners continue to admire today. Perhaps the Leonberger's greatest quality is its temperament. Unlike some giant breeds that remain reserved around people they don't know, Leonbergers are generally calm, confident, and welcoming. They usually greet visitors politely, without excessive excitement or unnecessary suspicion. This friendly nature makes them wonderful companions for retirees who regularly welcome friends, neighbors, and family members into their homes. One reason the breed ranks so highly is emotional stability. Leonbergers are not known for dramatic reactions. They rarely bark without reason. They usually approach unfamiliar situations with quiet confidence rather than nervousness. Many experienced owners describe them as thoughtful dogs. Instead of immediately reacting to every new sound or movement, they often pause, observe, and calmly decide whether anything actually requires their attention. This peaceful personality creates a wonderfully relaxing atmosphere inside the home. Many retirees appreciate having a dog that enjoys quiet afternoons just as much as daily walks. The Leonberger is also famous for forming exceptionally deep bonds with its family. These dogs genuinely enjoy being close to the people they love. If you're gardening, your Leonberger will probably find a shady spot nearby. If you're preparing dinner, expect a large furry companion quietly supervising from the kitchen entrance. If you're relaxing in your favorite chair with a book, don't be surprised to discover a giant head resting gently against your leg. Despite their enormous size, Leonbergers often seem completely convinced that they are lapdogs. Many owners laugh as their 130-pound companion attempts to squeeze onto the sofa beside them. For seniors living alone, this affectionate companionship provides both emotional comfort and a reassuring sense of security. Training is usually a pleasure because Leonbergers are intelligent and eager to cooperate. Unlike more independent guardian breeds, they generally enjoy working with their owners. Positive reinforcement produces excellent results. Gentle praise, treats, toys, and consistency help them learn quickly. Early obedience training is especially important because of the breed's tremendous size. A fully grown Leonberger that politely walks beside its owner is an absolute joy. A giant dog that has never learned proper leash manners can become difficult for almost anyone to control. Fortunately, the breed's natural willingness to please makes early training relatively straightforward. Exercise requirements are moderate. This surprises many first-time owners. People often assume such a massive dog must require endless activity. In reality, Leonbergers usually prefer a balanced lifestyle. 1 or 2 good walks each day, opportunities to explore nature, and occasional swimming sessions satisfy most healthy adults. Swimming deserves special mention. Thanks to their Newfoundland ancestry, many Leonbergers absolutely love the water. Their partially webbed feet make them powerful swimmers, and many owners enjoy spending summer afternoons beside lakes or rivers with their dogs. After exercise, mature Leonbergers happily settle indoors for long periods of relaxation. This ability to switch from activity to complete calmness makes them excellent retirement companions. The breed also has an outstanding reputation with children. Patient, gentle, and remarkably tolerant, Leonbergers often behave like oversized babysitters around respectful youngsters. Many families describe them as naturally protective without becoming overly possessive. As always, interactions between dogs and children should remain supervised, but few giant breeds have earned such consistent praise for their gentle nature. Leonbergers generally get along well with other dogs and often live peacefully alongside cats when introduced properly. Their calm personality usually helps maintain harmony within multi-pet homeholds. Grooming, however, requires commitment. The Leonberger's thick double coat is beautiful but demands regular maintenance. Brushing at least 2 or 3 times a week helps remove loose hair while preventing mats from forming behind the ears, beneath the legs, and around the tail. During spring and autumn shedding seasons, daily brushing often becomes necessary. Owners quickly discover that giant dogs produce giant amounts of fur. Fortunately, the coat naturally resists dirt surprisingly well. Most Leonbergers require baths only every few months unless they discover mud or spend time swimming. Regular ear cleaning, nail trimming, and dental care should become part of the grooming routine. Health is one area where prospective owners must remain realistic. Like nearly all giant breeds, Leonbergers face several inherited challenges. Hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia remain among the most common orthopedic concerns. Certain heart diseases and eye disorders also occur within the breed.
Cancer affects some bloodlines, although responsible breeders continue working diligently to improve long-term health. One encouraging development in recent years has been increased genetic testing and more careful breeding practices designed to improve longevity. Even so, prospective owners should understand that giant breeds generally have shorter average lifespans than medium-sized dogs. Most Leonbergers live between 8 and 10 years, although excellent care and good genetics sometimes allow individuals to live considerably longer. Maintaining a healthy weight throughout life becomes especially important. Every unnecessary pound places additional stress on joints, ligaments, and the cardiovascular system. Moderate daily exercise combined with high-quality nutrition helps support healthy aging. Financially, the Leonberger represents one of the larger commitments on our list. A dog weighing over 100 pounds naturally consumes a substantial amount of food. Routine veterinary care, preventative medications, grooming equipment, oversized orthopedic beds, large crates, and durable accessories all cost more than they would for smaller breeds. Potential owners should carefully consider these expenses before bringing home a Leonberger puppy. Nevertheless, many owners insist they would happily make the same investment again. Why? Because very few dogs offer the same combination of gentleness, dignity, loyalty, and emotional warmth. Living with a Leonberger often feels like sharing your home with a calm, patient giant who simply wants to spend every day beside the people it loves.
Number 12. Newfoundland. For generations, Newfoundlands have earned a reputation not only as hardworking dogs, but also as loving family companions with an almost legendary devotion to people. For many retirees who have enough space for a giant breed and don't mind regular grooming, the Newfoundland can become one of life's greatest companions. The history of the Newfoundland begins on the rugged island of Newfoundland off the eastern coast of Canada. Life there was anything but easy. Cold Atlantic waters, rocky shorelines, harsh winters, and demanding physical labor shaped both the people and the dogs that lived there. Fishermen relied on these powerful dogs for countless daily tasks. Newfoundlands pulled heavy fishing nets from icy water. They hauled carts loaded with equipment. They transported supplies between villages. Most remarkably, they became famous for their extraordinary water rescue abilities. Even today, stories continue to amaze dog lovers around the world. There are countless documented accounts of Newfoundlands jumping into rough water to rescue drowning sailors, struggling swimmers, and even complete strangers. Their natural swimming ability is extraordinary. Large lungs, tremendous strength, partially webbed feet, and a thick waterproof coat allow them to move through water with surprising speed despite their enormous size. Many countries continue using Newfoundlands in organized water rescue programs because those instincts remain deeply rooted within the breed. Fortunately, you don't need to live near the ocean to appreciate a Newfoundland. Its greatest qualities appear inside the home. One of the breed's defining characteristics is patience. Few dogs remain as calm around everyday family life. Loud grandchildren visiting for the weekend, neighbors stopping by for coffee, household routines changing from day to day. A healthy, well-socialized Newfoundland usually accepts these situations with quiet confidence rather than anxiety. That emotional stability is one of the biggest reasons the breed ranks so highly for retirees. Retirement often brings a slower pace of life. Many seniors aren't looking for a dog that constantly demands attention or endless physical activity. Instead, they want a dependable companion who enjoys peaceful mornings, leisurely walks, and quiet evenings at home. That description fits the Newfoundland almost perfectly. Despite their enormous size, mature Newfoundlands are surprisingly relaxed indoors. After a comfortable morning walk, many happily spend the afternoon sleeping beside their favorite chair. They don't constantly pace through the house searching for entertainment. Instead, they simply enjoy being close to the people they love. This deep attachment to family is another hallmark of the breed. Newfoundlands aren't overly clingy, but they do prefer companionship. They often position themselves where they can quietly observe household activity. If you move into another room, chances are your Newfoundland will eventually follow, not because it needs constant attention, but because sharing your company is enough. For retirees living alone, that quiet companionship can provide tremendous emotional comfort. Many owners describe their Newfoundland as having an almost calming presence. Its peaceful nature somehow makes the entire house feel more relaxed. Training is generally enjoyable. Newfoundlands are intelligent dogs that genuinely want to cooperate. Unlike stubborn breeds that constantly question instructions, most Newfoundlands respond well to calm, consistent guidance. Positive reinforcement works exceptionally well. Praise, gentle encouragement, and food rewards help establish excellent manners. Because these dogs become incredibly large, early obedience training is absolutely essential.
Teaching polite leash walking, reliable recall, and basic household manners while the dog is still young makes adult life significantly easier. Fortunately, Newfoundlands mature into remarkably dependable companions when raised with patience and consistency. Exercise requirements remain surprisingly moderate. Unlike highly energetic sporting breeds, Newfoundlands usually don't need hours of intense activity. 1 or 2 comfortable walks each day, combined with opportunities for light play or swimming, satisfy most healthy adults. Swimming deserves special mention. Few experiences bring more joy to a Newfoundland than entering the water. Many owners say their dog seems happiest while swimming across a lake or calmly retrieving floating toys. For retirees who live near water, this shared activity can become a favorite pastime. Heat, however, deserves careful attention. The same thick double coat that protects a Newfoundland during freezing Canadian winters becomes a disadvantage in hot climates. Warm summer afternoons can quickly become dangerous. Responsible owners schedule walks early in the morning or after sunset when temperatures are cooler. Air conditioning, shade, and unlimited access to fresh drinking water become essential during warm weather. Some owners even provide small kiddie pools where their dogs can cool off safely. One topic that always comes up when discussing Newfoundlands is drool. Prospective owners should know the truth. Many Newfoundlands drool. Some drool only after drinking water. Others produce impressive amounts throughout the day. Experienced owners simply keep towels nearby. For most people who truly love the breed, occasional drool becomes a very small price to pay for such an extraordinary companion. Grooming requires dedication. The thick double coat should be brushed at least 3 times a week. During seasonal shedding, daily brushing often becomes necessary. Without regular maintenance, mats can develop beneath the ears, around the neck, behind the legs, and under the tail. Fortunately, the Newfoundland's coat naturally repels much of the dirt it encounters outdoors. Baths are generally needed only every couple of months unless the dog becomes exceptionally muddy. Regular ear cleaning, nail trimming, and dental care remain important parts of the grooming routine. Health is one area where giant breeds always require thoughtful consideration. Hip dysplasia and elbow dysplasia remain among the most common orthopedic concerns. Heart disease, particularly subaortic stenosis, can affect some bloodlines. Like many deep-chested breeds, Newfoundlands also face the risk of gastric dilation volvulus, commonly known as bloat. Responsible breeders perform extensive health testing to reduce these inherited risks whenever possible. Maintaining a healthy body weight becomes especially important because excess weight places tremendous stress on already large joints. Most Newfoundlands live between 8 and 10 years. Although this lifespan is shorter than many smaller breeds, owners consistently describe those years as unforgettable. Financially, the Newfoundland represents a significant commitment. Food expenses are naturally substantial. Professional grooming is optional but appreciated by many owners because of the coat's size and density. Routine veterinary care, flea and tick prevention, joint support, oversized beds, and large equipment all contribute to ownership costs. Yet, nearly every Newfoundland owner says the same thing: it's worth it. Why? Because few dogs possess such remarkable kindness. Newfoundlands seem naturally drawn towards caring for people. They're gentle with children, patient with older adults, calm around visitors, loyal beyond words. Many owners believe their Newfoundland can sense when someone needs comfort. Without being asked, the dog quietly walks over, rests its giant head against a person's knee, and simply stays there. No barking, no excitement, just silent companionship. For many retirees, moments like these become priceless. Life slows down during retirement. Priorities change. The simple joy of sharing peaceful mornings, quiet afternoons, and relaxing evenings with a loyal friend often becomes more meaningful than ever before. The Newfoundland seems perfectly suited for that chapter of life. If you have enough space, don't mind regular grooming, and can comfortably manage a giant breed, few dogs will reward your kindness with greater devotion.
Number 11. Smooth Collie. Many people immediately think of the famous long-haired lassie when they hear the word collie, but fewer people know about the Smooth Collie, a breed that shares the same remarkable intelligence, loyalty, and gentle temperament while requiring significantly less grooming. For many retirees, that single difference can be a game changer. The Smooth Collie offers nearly everything people love about the classic collie: its kindness, trainability, devotion, and calm personality without the constant brushing required by a long, flowing coat. That practical advantage is one reason it earns such a high position in our ranking. The breed traces its roots back to the Scottish Highlands, where collies spent centuries helping shepherds manage large flocks of sheep across rugged hills and unpredictable weather. Unlike livestock guardian breeds that stayed with the flock around the clock,
collies worked closely with their handlers. They learned to respond to whistles, hand signals, and spoken commands while making independent decisions whenever necessary. This partnership with humans helped create one of the most intelligent and cooperative breeds in the canine world. Over time, the collie became famous far beyond Scotland. Queen Victoria admired the breed during visits to the Scottish countryside and helped introduce it to wealthy families across Britain. Later, the television series Lassie transformed the collie into one of the world's most recognizable dogs. Although the television star was a rough collie, the smooth collie shares nearly identical temperament and intelligence. The biggest difference is the coat. Instead of long, flowing fur, the smooth collie has a short, dense double coat that is far easier to maintain. For many retirees, that single difference can save significant time. One of the smooth collie's greatest qualities is its emotional intelligence. These dogs seem remarkably aware of the people around them. They often notice changes in mood, routine, and even body language. Many owners say their smooth collie instinctively knows when someone feels anxious, tired, or lonely. Without being overly demanding, the dog simply chooses to stay nearby. Sometimes that's all a person needs, a quiet companion sharing the moment. For retirees living alone, that steady emotional support can become one of the most valuable parts of daily life. Unlike some highly independent breeds, smooth collies genuinely enjoy spending time with their families. They don't constantly seek attention, but they do appreciate inclusion. If you're tending your garden, your collie will likely watch nearby. If you're reading in the living room, expect your dog to settle comfortably at your feet. If you're taking an evening walk through the neighborhood, your smooth collie will happily match your pace without constantly pulling on the leash. This natural companionship makes the breed especially appealing during retirement. Training is one of the smooth collie's strongest advantages. These dogs are exceptionally intelligent. Many trainers rank them among the easiest large breeds to teach. Basic obedience comes quickly. Advanced tricks, scent games, therapy work, and canine sports are equally well within their abilities. Perhaps more importantly, smooth collies actually enjoy learning. Training sessions become enjoyable conversations rather than battles of determination. Positive reinforcement works beautifully. Praise, gentle encouragement, treats, and consistency help these dogs develop into exceptionally polite companions. Harsh corrections are unnecessary and often counterproductive. The smooth collie is a sensitive breed. It responds much better to trust than intimidation. Exercise requirements are wonderfully balanced. Unlike high-drive herding breeds such as the border collie, the smooth collie generally possesses an off switch. It certainly enjoys regular walks, moderate hikes, and games in the yard, but it doesn't require constant mental stimulation every waking hour. 1 or 2 comfortable walks each day usually satisfy most healthy adults. Afterward, many smooth collies are perfectly content relaxing with their owners. This balanced energy level fits retirement remarkably well. The breed also has an outstanding reputation with children. Patient, gentle, and naturally protective without becoming aggressive, smooth collies often develop beautiful relationships with grandchildren. Many families appreciate the breed's ability to remain calm during lively family gatherings while still enjoying everyone's company. Interactions should always be supervised, but the smooth collie's reputation for kindness is well deserved. Another major advantage is adaptability. Smooth collies generally adjust well to different living situations. Whether living in a suburban home with a fenced yard, a quiet rural property, or even a spacious apartment with regular outdoor exercise, they usually settle comfortably into their environment. For retirees who may eventually downsize or relocate, this flexibility becomes especially valuable. The breed also tends to get along well with other dogs and often lives peacefully with cats when introduced properly. Its naturally sociable personality makes multi-pet households much easier to manage. Grooming is refreshingly simple. The short double coat needs brushing only once or twice a week to remove loose hair and maintain healthy skin. During seasonal shedding periods, brushing a little more often helps keep hair under control. Compared with the rough collie or many mountain breeds we've already discussed, coat maintenance is dramatically easier. Baths are required only occasionally. Routine nail trimming, ear cleaning, and dental care complete the grooming routine. Health is generally very good. Like many medium to large breeds, hip dysplasia can occur, although responsible breeding programs have significantly reduced its frequency. Certain inherited eye disorders deserve attention, particularly collie eye anomaly, which reputable breeders routinely screen for. Some bloodlines also carry a genetic mutation known as MDR1, which affects how dogs process certain medications. Fortunately, a simple DNA test allows owners and veterinarians to identify affected dogs and safely avoid problematic drugs. With responsible breeding, regular veterinary care,
excellent nutrition, and daily exercise, smooth collies often live between 12 and 14 years. That represents excellent longevity for a dog of this size. Financially, the breed is surprisingly affordable compared with many other large dogs. Food costs remain moderate. Professional grooming is rarely necessary. Routine veterinary care, preventative medications, quality nutrition, and dental care make up the majority of ownership expenses. Perhaps the Smooth Collie's greatest gift is the peaceful atmosphere it creates inside the home. These dogs don't demand constant entertainment. They don't thrive on chaos. Instead, they seem perfectly content sharing everyday life. Morning coffee on the porch, a leisurely afternoon walk, watching birds through the living room window, relaxing beside the fireplace on a cool evening. The Smooth Collie seems to appreciate these quiet moments just as much as its owner does. That ability to enjoy life's simple pleasures makes the breed especially meaningful during retirement. Many owners describe their Smooth Collie as not only intelligent, but wise. Whether that's scientifically true or simply the result of their gentle expression and thoughtful behavior is difficult to say. What isn't difficult to see is the extraordinary bond these dogs form with the people they love. For seniors seeking a large companion that combines intelligence, loyalty, easy grooming, moderate exercise needs, and a calm, dependable temperament, the Smooth Collie is one of the finest choices available.
Number 10. White Swiss Shepherd. At first glance, many people mistake the White Swiss Shepherd for a white-coated German Shepherd. While they share common ancestry, the White Swiss Shepherd has developed into its own distinct breed with a personality that often makes it a better fit for seniors. It combines intelligence, loyalty, and beauty with a calmer, more approachable temperament than many demanding working breeds. Originally developed in Europe, the White Swiss Shepherd was selectively bred to preserve the intelligence and versatility of shepherd dogs while emphasizing a stable, gentle disposition. Today, the breed is admired for being both highly trainable and exceptionally devoted to its family. One of the biggest reasons this breed earns a place near the top of our countdown is its balanced energy level. White Swiss Shepherds enjoy daily walks, exploring parks, and spending time outdoors, but they are usually less intense than many other working breeds. Once their exercise needs are met, they are perfectly happy relaxing beside their owner for the rest of the day. For retirees, this can be an ideal combination. The dog encourages regular physical activity without constantly demanding hours of exhausting exercise. The breed also excels at companionship. White Swiss Shepherds rarely enjoy being isolated from their families. Instead, they naturally stay close, following their owners from room to room without becoming overly clingy. Many owners describe them as quiet shadows that simply like being involved in everyday life. Their intelligence makes training enjoyable. Even first-time owners often find that these dogs learn commands quickly through praise, consistency, and positive reinforcement. They respond best to calm leadership rather than harsh corrections. Socially, White Swiss Shepherds tend to be polite and reserved with strangers while remaining deeply affectionate with family members. This balance often gives seniors a welcome sense of security without creating an overly aggressive watchdog. Their beautiful white double coat does require regular brushing, especially during seasonal shedding. Fortunately, their coat naturally resists dirt better than many people expect, making bathing less frequent than with some long-coated breeds. Health-wise, responsible breeding has helped produce generally healthy dogs, although owners should still monitor hips, elbows, and overall joint health throughout the dog's life. For seniors who remain reasonably active and want a loyal, intelligent companion with an elegant appearance and gentle personality, the White Swiss Shepherd represents one of the finest large breeds available.
Number 9. Old English Sheepdog. There are few dogs that attract as much attention during an ordinary walk as the Old English Sheepdog. With its shaggy coat, unmistakable bear-like appearance, and cheerful personality, this British herding breed often becomes the center of attention wherever it goes. But behind all that fluffy fur is a calm, affectionate, and dependable companion that can be an excellent match for many active seniors. Originally developed in the rural countryside of England, the Old English Sheepdog spent generations helping farmers move sheep and cattle over long distances. Unlike livestock guardian breeds that worked independently for days, these dogs stayed close to shepherds, constantly watching for direction and responding to commands. That willingness to cooperate remains one of the breed's greatest strengths today. Although the Old English Sheepdog was bred to work, it is not constantly searching for a job every minute of the day. Mature adults are generally much calmer than many people expect. After enjoying a morning walk and some light activity, most are perfectly happy spending the afternoon relaxing with their family. This predictable daily rhythm often fits retirement life surprisingly well. One of the breed's biggest advantages is its friendly personality.
personality. Old English sheepdogs are famous for their outgoing nature and genuine love of people. Rather than being suspicious of every stranger, they usually greet visitors with curiosity and enthusiasm before quickly settling down. For seniors who regularly welcome children, grandchildren, neighbors, or friends into their homes, this sociable temperament can be a wonderful quality. Despite their large size, often weighing between 70 and 100 pounds, they rarely use their strength in an intimidating way. Instead, many owners describe them as oversized teddy bears that simply enjoy being close to the people they love. This breed forms remarkably strong emotional bonds with its family. Many Old English sheepdogs naturally follow their owners from room to room, quietly keeping them company throughout the day. They don't necessarily demand constant attention, but they genuinely enjoy feeling included in everyday life. That companionship can be especially meaningful for retirees living alone. Their intelligence is another reason they continue climbing our countdown. Old English sheepdogs are quick learners when training remains positive and consistent. They respond exceptionally well to praise, food rewards, and encouragement. Like many herding breeds, they appreciate having clear expectations and regular routines. Early obedience training is particularly important simply because of their size. A well-mannered 90-pound dog is a pleasure to live with, while an untrained one can unintentionally knock someone off balance during an enthusiastic greeting. Fortunately, most Old English sheepdogs mature into polite adults when given proper guidance from an early age. Exercise requirements are moderate. This surprises many first-time owners who assume such a large working breed must run for hours every day. In reality, mature Old English sheepdogs are usually satisfied with 1 or 2 daily walks, opportunities to explore safely fenced areas, and occasional games with their family. They enjoy activity, but generally don't demand the constant intensity seen in breeds like the Belgian Malinois or Border Collie. Their adaptable energy level makes them easier for many retirees to manage. Another advantage is their patience. Most well-socialized Old English sheepdogs are tolerant around respectful children and coexist peacefully with other household pets. They are naturally gentle dogs that prefer cooperation over confrontation. However, no breed reaches the top of this ranking without a few considerations. The most obvious is grooming. That beautiful double coat requires commitment. Thorough brushing several times a week is essential to prevent painful mats and tangles. Many owners choose professional grooming every 6 to 8 weeks to keep coat maintenance manageable. For seniors who enjoy grooming as part of bonding with their dog, this may not feel like a burden at all. Others may prefer budgeting for regular visits to a professional groomer. The breed also sheds moderately, although much of the loose hair is trapped within the coat rather than falling directly onto furniture. Regular brushing removes this dead hair before mats develop. Health should also be considered. Like many large breeds, Old English sheepdogs can develop hip dysplasia, elbow problems, thyroid disorders, and certain eye conditions. Purchasing from responsible breeders who perform comprehensive health testing significantly improves the chances of bringing home a healthy puppy. Heat sensitivity is another important factor. Their thick coat was designed for cool, damp British weather, not scorching summers. During hot months, seniors should plan walks during the cooler morning and evening hours while ensuring plenty of fresh water and shade are always available. One trait that many retirees appreciate is the breed's sense of humor. Old English sheepdogs often remain playful well into adulthood. They enjoy carrying toys around the house, gently nudging family members for attention, and occasionally displaying a clownish personality that brings laughter into everyday life. That playful spirit helps create an atmosphere of warmth and positivity within the home.
Number 8. Havawart. Not every outstanding companion for seniors is a household name. In fact, one of Europe's best-kept secrets is the Havawart, a noble working breed that has quietly earned the respect of experienced dog owners for centuries. While it may not enjoy the worldwide popularity of the Labrador Retriever or Golden Retriever, those who know the Havawart often describe it as one of the most dependable, intelligent, and emotionally balanced large dogs ever developed. The breed's history stretches back to medieval Germany, where Havawarts were trusted to guard farms, homes, and estates. Their very name comes from Old German words meaning guardian of the farm. Unlike aggressive guard dogs bred to attack intruders without hesitation, the Havawart was expected to think before acting. It needed to distinguish between a welcome visitor and a genuine threat, remaining calm until protection was truly necessary. That thoughtful decision-making still defines the breed today. One of the first things seniors notice about the Havawart is its quiet confidence. These dogs rarely create unnecessary drama. They are not the type to bark at every passing squirrel, every delivery truck, or every person walking down the street. Instead, they carefully observe their surroundings and respond only when they believe something deserves attention. For retirees who enjoy peaceful mornings and quiet evenings, this calm demeanor can be incredibly appealing. Inside the home, the Havawart is gentle and affectionate. Despite its impressive size, typically weighing between 65 and 90 pounds, it often behaves like a polite family member rather than a constantly excited puppy. Mature dogs usually enjoy lying near their owners while they read, watch TV, work in the garden, or simply relax with a cup of coffee. Many owners say their Havawart seems happiest when everyone in the household is together. That loyalty becomes one of the breed's defining characteristics. Rather than dividing its attention equally among everyone it meets, a Havawart develops exceptionally deep relationships with its family. It watches over loved ones with quiet devotion, often choosing to rest where it can keep an eye on everyone at once. For seniors who live alone, this constant but gentle companionship can provide both emotional comfort and a reassuring sense of security. Unlike some independent livestock guardian breeds that prefer making their own decisions, Havawarts genuinely enjoy working alongside people. They want to understand what their owner expects, and they take pride in doing a good job. This makes training rewarding. The breed is highly intelligent, but its intelligence is practical rather than flashy. A Havawart doesn't usually perform tricks simply for applause. Instead, it enjoys learning useful skills that strengthen communication with its owner. Positive reinforcement works exceptionally well. Calm praise, consistency, and patience produce far better results than harsh corrections. For first-time owners, puppy training classes can build confidence for both the dog and the owner while creating excellent manners from an early age. Exercise requirements are another reason the breed fits many retirement lifestyles. Although the Havawart certainly appreciates daily walks and opportunities to explore nature, it is not a dog that demands endless hours of running. Most healthy adults are satisfied with 2 enjoyable walks each day, along with occasional opportunities for hiking or visiting new places. This steady activity level encourages seniors to remain physically active without becoming overwhelming. Mental stimulation is equally important. Havawarts enjoy solving simple problems, learning new commands, or playing scent games that challenge their remarkable noses. Even hiding treats around the yard or practicing short obedience sessions keeps their minds engaged. Many retirees discover that these small daily activities become enjoyable routines shared with their dog. One feature that deserves special mention is the breed's maturity. Unlike some large breeds that remain wildly energetic for years, Havawarts often settle into calm adulthood relatively gracefully. As they mature, they become increasingly reliable companions that understand household routines and rarely create unnecessary chaos. Their protective instincts are balanced rather than excessive. When properly socialized, Havawarts are polite toward guests invited into the home. They naturally observe unfamiliar people without immediately assuming they are dangerous. However, if a genuine threatening situation arises, they possess the confidence and courage expected from centuries of guarding heritage. Many seniors appreciate this quiet vigilance. The Havawart offers reassurance without constant aggression. Grooming is refreshingly manageable for such a beautiful dog. Its medium-length coat naturally resists dirt and rarely develops severe tangles. Weekly brushing usually keeps the coat healthy and attractive, while seasonal shedding requires somewhat more attention during spring and autumn. Compared with heavily coated breeds, maintenance is surprisingly straightforward. Health is generally another strong point. Responsible breeders have worked hard to preserve sound hips, elbows, and overall structural health. Like all large breeds, regular veterinary care remains essential, but the Havawart enjoys a reputation for being relatively robust when bred responsibly. Of course, no breed is ideal for every retiree. Because of its intelligence and loyalty, the Havawart dislikes being ignored for long periods. It thrives when included in family life and may become unhappy if left alone all day on a regular basis. Fortunately, many retirees have exactly the lifestyle this breed prefers: plenty of time spent together at home, daily walks, and shared routines. Another consideration is availability. Havawarts remain relatively uncommon outside Europe and North America. Finding a responsible breeder may require patience and sometimes traveling considerable distances. Yet owners who make that effort often believe it was one of the best decisions they ever made. They describe a dog that combines the intelligence of a working breed, the loyalty of a lifelong companion, and the calm confidence that makes everyday life easier rather than more complicated. For active seniors looking beyond the most familiar breeds, the Havawart represents one of the finest hidden gems in the canine world.
Number 7. Chesapeake Bay Retriever. The breed's story began along the shores of the Chesapeake Bay in the eastern United States during the early 1800s.
Waterfowl hunters needed a dog capable of retrieving ducks and geese from icy water, swimming through rough waves, and working in freezing temperatures for hours at a time. The result was a powerful, athletic retriever with tremendous endurance and remarkable intelligence. Although today's Chessies still possess those impressive abilities, most live as family companions rather than hunting dogs. One of the biggest surprises for first-time owners is the breed's personality. Unlike the endlessly outgoing Labrador Retriever, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever tends to be quieter and more reserved. It doesn't usually rush toward every stranger looking for attention. Instead, it calmly observes new people before deciding whether to interact. For many retirees, this reserved nature creates a peaceful household. The Chessie is affectionate without being overly demanding. It enjoys spending time with its owner, but it doesn't constantly seek attention every waking moment. Many owners describe the breed as independent enough to relax quietly while remaining deeply devoted to the people it loves. That balance can be ideal for seniors who appreciate companionship while still enjoying their own routines. Whether you're reading a book, tending flowers in the garden, or enjoying a quiet afternoon on the porch, a Chesapeake Bay Retriever is usually content simply being nearby. Loyalty is perhaps the breed's greatest quality. Once a Chessie accepts someone as family, that bond often becomes exceptionally strong. These dogs naturally watch over their loved ones and seem genuinely happiest when everyone is together. Unlike some guardian breeds that rely on intimidation, Chesapeake Bay Retrievers typically provide security through confidence and awareness rather than unnecessary aggression. Their intelligence also makes them rewarding companions. Chessies are highly trainable, but they are thoughtful thinkers rather than automatic followers. They like understanding why they are being asked to do something. This independent streak sometimes leads inexperienced owners to mistake them for being stubborn. In reality, they simply appreciate patient, respectful training. Positive reinforcement works extremely well. Short, enjoyable training sessions filled with praise and rewards usually produce excellent results. For retirees who enjoy building a close relationship with their dog, this cooperative learning process often becomes one of the most rewarding parts of ownership. Exercise needs deserve careful consideration. The Chesapeake Bay Retriever remains an athletic breed, but mature adults are generally much calmer than energetic puppies. Daily walks, moderate hikes, swimming when available, and games of fetch usually provide all the activity they need. This makes them better suited for active seniors rather than those with very limited mobility. One activity deserves special mention: swimming. Few breeds love water as much as the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. If a retiree lives near a safe lake, river, or beach where dogs are allowed, watching a Chessie happily retrieve floating toys can be a joy for both owner and dog. Even older dogs often retain their love of water throughout life. Their famous double coat is another advantage. Unlike the long, silky coats of some retrievers, the Chessie's dense, oily coat naturally repels water and dirt. Mud often dries and falls away with minimal effort. Regular brushing is still necessary, especially during seasonal shedding, but grooming requirements remain surprisingly manageable. Health is generally solid, although responsible owners should watch for hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, progressive retinal atrophy, and certain inherited eye conditions. Choosing a breeder who performs comprehensive health testing significantly improves the likelihood of bringing home a healthy puppy. One characteristic that makes the Chesapeake Bay Retriever particularly appealing to experienced dog owners is its emotional stability. Well-bred Chessies rarely panic in unfamiliar situations. Instead, they tend to pause, observe, and evaluate before reacting. This calm confidence often creates a reassuring presence within the home. Visitors frequently notice that these dogs are dignified rather than overly excitable. Of course, no breed is perfect. The Chesapeake Bay Retriever is not usually recommended for owners who prefer an extremely social dog that greets every stranger like a lifelong friend, nor is it a breed that thrives with little interaction or inconsistent training. It wants to be part of the family. It wants routines. It wants clear leadership. Fortunately, retirement often provides exactly the kind of stable lifestyle this breed appreciates. Many retirees establish consistent daily schedules: morning walks, afternoon relaxation, evening strolls, and Chessies tend to flourish within that structure. Perhaps the greatest compliment owners give the Chesapeake Bay Retriever is that it becomes a true partner rather than simply a pet. It quietly shares daily life. It notices routines. It waits patiently beside the front door before walks. It greets its owner with the same quiet enthusiasm every morning. Over the years, that dependable companionship becomes one of the breed's most treasured qualities. For seniors who remain active, appreciate intelligence, and prefer a loyal companion that is calm, dependable, and never overly dramatic, the Chesapeake Bay Retriever is an outstanding choice. Number 6. The Beauceron. The Beauceron is one of France's oldest and most respected working dogs, yet outside Europe it remains surprisingly uncommon. That is unfortunate, because for the right owner, especially an active senior with previous dog experience, the Beauceron offers an outstanding combination of intelligence, loyalty, athletic ability, and calm confidence. At first glance, the Beauceron can appear intimidating, standing between 24 and 28 inches tall and often weighing 70 to well over 100 pounds. It has a powerful, muscular build that immediately commands respect. But those who know the breed understand that beneath its strong appearance is a thoughtful, affectionate dog that forms lifelong bonds with its family. For centuries, Beaucerons worked alongside French shepherds, herding sheep across vast pastures, while also protecting livestock from wolves and thieves. Unlike breeds developed for only one specific task, the Beauceron had to switch roles throughout the day. It needed the intelligence to move livestock gently, the courage to confront danger when necessary, and the patience to remain calm during long hours of work. That remarkable versatility remains one of the breed's defining characteristics today. One of the biggest reasons the Beauceron ranks this high is its emotional stability. A well-bred Beauceron is rarely nervous or unpredictable. Instead, it approaches unfamiliar situations with quiet confidence. Loud noises, new environments, or unexpected visitors generally don't cause panic. The dog simply observes, evaluates the situation, and responds appropriately. For many retirees, that dependable temperament creates a peaceful atmosphere at home. The Beauceron is also incredibly loyal. While some breeds happily greet everyone they meet as if they've known them forever, the Beauceron saves its deepest affection for its family. It enjoys meeting new people when properly socialized, but its true happiness comes from spending time with those it knows and trusts. Many owners describe the breed as deeply devoted without becoming overly dependent. The Beauceron doesn't constantly demand attention every minute of the day. Instead, it simply likes knowing its family is nearby. It may quietly lie beside your chair while you read the newspaper, follow you through the garden as you water flowers, or patiently wait outside the kitchen while dinner is being prepared. This calm companionship often becomes one of the breed's most appreciated qualities. Intelligence is another area where the Beauceron truly shines. These dogs learn remarkably quickly and retain commands for years. They enjoy solving problems, mastering new skills, and working together with their owners. Training sessions should always remain positive and engaging. Because the Beauceron is highly intelligent, repetitive drills can become boring. Short sessions that introduce variety keep the dog mentally stimulated while strengthening the bond between owner and companion. Many retirees find training becomes an enjoyable daily hobby rather than a chore. Exercise requirements are moderate to moderately high, depending on the individual dog. Young Beaucerons possess plenty of energy and need regular physical activity. However, mature adults generally settle into a comfortable routine. 2 good daily walks, combined with occasional hikes, obedience practice, or games in a securely fenced yard, are usually enough to keep an adult Beauceron satisfied. This makes the breed an excellent match for seniors who enjoy staying active but aren't looking for an extreme endurance athlete. One particularly attractive quality is the breed's adaptability. Whether living on a quiet rural property or in a suburban neighborhood with a fenced yard, these dogs usually adjust well as long as they receive sufficient exercise and mental stimulation. They enjoy exploring new walking routes, accompanying their owners on road trips, or simply relaxing after an active morning. Unlike some working breeds that become restless without constant stimulation, mature Beaucerons generally know how to settle down inside the home. Their short double coat is another practical advantage. Grooming is refreshingly simple. Weekly brushing removes loose hair and keeps the coat looking healthy. During seasonal shedding, brushing becomes a little more frequent, but overall, maintenance is among the easiest of any large working breed. For retirees who prefer spending time with their dog rather than constantly grooming it, this simplicity is a welcome bonus. Health is generally very good. Responsible breeders have worked to maintain the breed's athletic structure and sound temperament. Like most large dogs, Beaucerons should still be screened for hip dysplasia and other orthopedic conditions, but overall, they enjoy a reputation for strength and durability. Another feature that appeals to many seniors is the breed's natural protectiveness. The Beauceron doesn't usually bark without reason, nor does it immediately view strangers as threats. Instead, it quietly watches and assesses situations before reacting. If someone arrives at the front door, the dog will certainly notice. If an unfamiliar sound occurs at night outside, it will investigate. But once its owner welcomes a guest into the home, a properly socialized Beauceron typically relaxes and accepts the visitor. This balanced protective instinct provides reassurance without creating unnecessary stress. Of course, every breed has challenges. The Beauceron is not an ideal choice for someone looking for a completely laid-back dog that requires little interaction. It enjoys participating in family activities and thrives when given opportunities to use both its body and its mind. Fortunately, many retirees have exactly the lifestyle that suits this breed. Morning walks, afternoon gardening, weekend drives through the countryside, visits to parks or lakes, quiet evenings spent together at home. These simple routines help the Beauceron become a content, well-balanced companion. Experienced owners often describe the breed as honest. It isn't dramatic, it isn't unpredictable, it doesn't constantly seek attention. Instead, it quietly earns trust day after day through dependable behavior and unwavering loyalty. That reliability is one of the reasons Beauceron owners tend to remain lifelong admirers of the breed. For active seniors who appreciate intelligence, confidence, and a dog capable of becoming both a loving companion and a reassuring guardian, the Beauceron is an exceptional choice.
Number 5. Briard. One of the first things people notice about a Briard is its striking appearance. Standing between 22 and 27 inches tall and weighing anywhere from 55 to nearly 100 pounds, the Briard has a powerful frame hidden beneath its long, flowing coat. Its distinctive beard, expressive eyes, and naturally confident posture give it a unique elegance that few breeds can match. Despite its impressive size, the Briard is surprisingly graceful. It moves with smooth, effortless strides, reflecting centuries of athletic work across uneven terrain. For seniors who enjoy long walks through parks, forests, or quiet country roads, watching a Briard move is almost like watching a professional athlete. But physical beauty is only part of the story. The Briard's greatest strength is its extraordinary loyalty. Owners often describe their Briards as dogs that seem to develop an almost human understanding of their family. Rather than constantly demanding attention, they naturally stay close, quietly observing daily routines and offering companionship whenever it is needed. Many retirees say the Briard becomes an inseparable part of everyday life. It waits patiently while breakfast is prepared. It quietly follows its owner into the garden. It rests nearby during an afternoon nap, and every evening it is content simply lying beside the family while everyone relaxes together. That quiet presence creates a deep emotional bond that often grows stronger with every passing year. The Briard is also remarkably intelligent. Like many herding breeds, it enjoys learning and solving problems. New commands, scent games, obedience exercises, and even simple household routines provide valuable mental stimulation. Fortunately, the breed responds exceptionally well to kind, consistent training. Harsh discipline rarely produces good results. Instead, Briards thrive when they feel respected and encouraged. Many experienced trainers describe them as sensitive thinkers. They pay close attention not only to commands, but also to their owner's tone of voice and body language. This emotional awareness often creates an unusually close partnership between dog and owner. For retirees who enjoy spending quality time with their pets, training sessions become opportunities to strengthen trust rather than simply teaching obedience. Exercise requirements are another pleasant surprise. Although the Briard was originally bred for long days of work, modern companion dogs are generally satisfied with regular daily walks, moderate play sessions, and occasional opportunities to explore new environments. They certainly appreciate activity, but they do not require the endless physical challenges demanded by some high-drive working breeds. This balance makes them especially attractive to active seniors who enjoy maintaining a healthy lifestyle without committing to strenuous daily exercise. Another characteristic worth mentioning is the Briard's patience. Properly socialized Briards are usually excellent with respectful children and coexist peacefully with other household pets. They are naturally protective without being unnecessarily suspicious. Visitors are typically greeted with quiet curiosity rather than excessive barking. Once introduced, most Briards quickly accept welcomed guests into their home. This combination of friendliness and awareness often gives retirees an added sense of comfort and security. The breed also adapts remarkably well to routine. Retirement often brings a predictable daily schedule, and Briards thrive in that kind of environment. Morning walks, breakfast at the same time each day, a peaceful afternoon, evening relaxation. Dogs appreciate consistency, and few breeds seem to enjoy stable routines as much as the Briard. Their famous coat naturally becomes one of the biggest considerations for potential owners. That long, slightly wavy hair requires regular brushing to prevent tangles and mats. Most owners dedicate several grooming sessions each week to keeping the coat healthy and comfortable. While this certainly requires commitment, many retirees actually find grooming relaxing. It becomes quiet time shared with the dog.
Many owners describe brushing sessions as another opportunity to strengthen the bond between themselves and their companion. Professional grooming every couple of months can also make maintenance much easier. Health is generally good when dogs come from responsible breeders who perform appropriate genetic testing. Like many large breeds, Briards should be monitored for hip dysplasia, eye disorders, and gastric dilation volvulus, commonly known as bloat. Routine veterinary care, a healthy diet, maintaining a proper weight, and avoiding vigorous exercise immediately after meals all contribute to keeping these dogs healthy for many years. One trait that often surprises first-time owners is the Briard's remarkable memory. These dogs rarely forget routines, familiar faces, or places they have visited. Owners frequently tell stories about Briards remembering walking routes months later or recognizing people they have not seen in years. This impressive intelligence contributes to the breed's reputation as one of France's finest working dogs. Emotionally, Briards tend to mature into calm, dependable adults. Young dogs can certainly be playful and energetic, but with age they develop a quiet confidence that fits retirement life beautifully. Instead of constantly searching for excitement, mature Briards seem content simply sharing life with the people they love. That dependable companionship becomes increasingly valuable as the years pass. For many seniors, owning a Briard feels less like owning a pet and more like gaining a loyal partner who participates in every ordinary moment of daily life. It celebrates the happy days, it offers comfort during difficult ones, and it remains faithfully by its owner's side through every season of life.
Number 4. Couvage. There is one important phrase to remember when talking about the Couvage. This is not a dog that obeys out of fear. It obeys out of respect. That single sentence explains the breed better than almost anything else. The Couvage is ancient. Historians believe its ancestors arrived in Central Europe hundreds of years ago with nomadic tribes before eventually becoming closely associated with the Hungarian countryside. For generations, these dogs worked without constant human supervision, protecting sheep, cattle, horses, and entire farms from wolves, bears, and thieves. Unlike herding dogs that waited for commands from shepherds throughout the day, the Couvage often had to make important decisions alone. That independent thinking remains part of its personality today. Fortunately, independence does not mean the breed lacks affection. Quite the opposite. A well-raised Couvage forms extraordinarily deep bonds with its family. Once trust has been established, these dogs become incredibly loyal companions who remain devoted throughout their lives. Many owners say that while the Couvage may appear reserved around strangers, it becomes surprisingly gentle and affectionate with the people it loves. This quiet devotion is something many retirees appreciate. Rather than constantly demanding attention, the Couvage simply enjoys sharing space with its owner. It may quietly lie beside the fireplace during winter, watch birds with you from the porch, follow you while tending flowers in the garden, or patiently accompany you on peaceful evening walks. Its companionship feels natural rather than overwhelming. Another reason the Couvage ranks so highly is its calm maturity. Like many large breeds, puppies can be energetic and curious, but mature adults develop remarkable self-control. They rarely become unnecessarily excited. They don't constantly bark without reason, and they are usually content with predictable daily routines. This steady temperament fits beautifully into many retirement lifestyles. Exercise requirements are moderate. Although originally bred to patrol enormous properties, today's Couvage adapts well to regular daily walks combined with a securely fenced yard where it can move freely. It enjoys stretching its legs and exploring new scents, but it is generally not the type of dog that demands endless games of fetch or hours of non-stop running. For active seniors who enjoy morning and evening walks, the exercise balance is often ideal. One of the breed's most impressive qualities is its intelligence. The Couvage is an excellent problem solver. However, it approaches learning differently than many obedience-focused breeds. Instead of blindly repeating commands over and over, it likes understanding what is being asked. Training, therefore, becomes a conversation rather than a series of orders. Owners who remain patient, consistent, and fair usually develop an outstanding relationship with their dog. Those expecting robotic obedience often misunderstand the breed. Experienced trainers frequently describe the Couvage as highly intelligent but independently minded. Interestingly, this independence often becomes easier, not harder, for retirees. Why? Because many retired owners have more time. Training sessions don't need to be rushed. Walks become opportunities for communication. Daily routines remain consistent. The dog learns through shared experiences instead of constant pressure. That slower pace often produces excellent results. The Couvage is also naturally observant. Very little escapes its attention. A vehicle arriving outside, a gate left open, an unfamiliar person approaching the property. The dog quietly notices everything. Yet, a well-socialized Couvage does not react dramatically to every small event.
Instead, it calmly evaluates the situation before deciding whether intervention is necessary. This balanced protective instinct gives many seniors tremendous peace of mind. Without becoming aggressive, the Kuvaz creates an unmistakable sense of security. Its impressive size alone discourages unwanted visitors. Its confident posture speaks for itself, and because the breed is naturally reserved rather than noisy, it avoids becoming a nuisance to neighbors. The famous white coat deserves attention as well. Originally, shepherds wanted a bright white dog so they could easily distinguish it from wolves during nighttime patrols. Today, that brilliant coat remains one of the breed's most recognizable features. Despite its luxurious appearance, maintenance is often easier than people expect. Weekly brushing removes loose hair and helps keep the coat clean. During seasonal shedding, brushing becomes more frequent, but dirt rarely clings to the coat for long. Many owners are surprised by how naturally the white fur sheds mud once it dries. Health is generally respectable when puppies come from responsible breeders. Like many giant and large breeds, hip dysplasia should always be screened through proper health testing. Owners should also remain aware of bloat, a serious condition that affects many deep-chested dogs. Routine veterinary care, maintaining a healthy body weight, and providing appropriate nutrition contribute significantly to long-term health. The Kuvaz also enjoys having purpose. While it certainly appreciates relaxing indoors, it feels happiest when included in everyday family life, accompanying its owner around the property, joining leisurely road trips, watching grandchildren play in the yard, walking familiar neighborhood routes. Every shared experience strengthens the bond. Perhaps the greatest compliment paid to the Kuvaz comes from longtime owners. Many describe the breed not simply as loyal, but as trustworthy. There's a difference. A loyal dog follows you. A trustworthy dog quietly watches over you. It notices when something feels wrong. It remains calm under pressure. It provides reassurance simply by its presence. For many retirees, those qualities become priceless. Living alone no longer feels quite so lonely when a calm, confident Kuvaz is peacefully resting nearby. It doesn't constantly seek entertainment. It doesn't demand attention every few minutes. Instead, it shares everyday life with quiet dignity. That is exactly what many seniors hope to find in a lifelong companion.
Number 3. Chinook. The Chinook story began in New Hampshire in the early 1900s. Explorer and dog breeder Arthur Treadwell Walden wanted a sled dog that possessed strength, endurance, intelligence, and, just as importantly, an even temperament. Instead of creating an aggressive powerhouse, he focused on producing a dog that enjoyed working alongside people. More than a century later, that goal is still reflected in every well-bred Chinook. These dogs are powerful enough to pull sleds across snowy landscapes, yet gentle enough to become trusted family companions. One of the Chinook's greatest strengths is its temperament. Owners consistently describe the breed as calm, patient, and emotionally balanced. Unlike some working breeds that remain constantly alert and restless, the Chinook knows when it's time to work and when it's time to relax. That ability to switch off is particularly valuable for retirees. After a comfortable morning walk, most adult Chinooks are perfectly happy spending several peaceful hours inside the home. They may rest near your favorite chair, watch birds through the window, or quietly accompany you from room to room without becoming demanding. Many seniors find this steady companionship incredibly comforting. The Chinook is also exceptionally people-oriented. Unlike breeds that naturally prefer independence, Chinooks genuinely enjoy participating in family life. They like being included in daily routines, whether that means joining a walk through the neighborhood, riding in the car, or simply lying nearby while their owner reads or watches television. This desire to stay close creates a powerful emotional connection. Many owners describe their Chinook as a true partner rather than simply a pet. Another reason the breed ranks so highly is its trainability. The Chinook is intelligent without being stubborn. It learns quickly, it enjoys praise, and it naturally wants to cooperate. Training sessions tend to feel enjoyable instead of frustrating because the breed responds enthusiastically to positive reinforcement. For retirees who may be owning their first large dog, this willingness to learn can make daily life considerably easier. Simple commands such as sit, stay, leave it, and loose leash walking are usually mastered without excessive difficulty when training begins early. Exercise requirements are moderate. Although Chinooks were originally bred for endurance work, modern family dogs are generally satisfied with 2 daily walks, occasional hikes, and opportunities to explore safely enclosed areas. They appreciate physical activity but rarely become hyperactive when their needs are met. This balance makes them particularly appealing for active retirees who enjoy staying outdoors
hours without wanting a dog that requires marathon-level exercise. The breed is also known for its remarkable adaptability. A Chinook can happily accompany its owner on a weekend camping trip or spend a quiet afternoon relaxing at home. It adjusts well to changing routines as long as it remains close to the people it loves. That flexibility often proves valuable during retirement, when each day may bring different activities. One often overlooked quality is the Chinook's quiet nature. Unlike many large breeds, excessive barking is generally uncommon. A Chinook may alert its owner when someone approaches the house, but it is not known for constant vocalization. For seniors living in suburban neighborhoods, retirement communities, or quieter residential areas, this peaceful behavior can be a significant advantage. Its medium-length double coat is practical and relatively easy to maintain. Weekly brushing removes loose hair and keeps the coat healthy throughout the year. Seasonal shedding does occur, but grooming demands remain far more manageable than those of many long-coated giant breeds. Health is another area where the Chinook performs well. Although every breed has potential genetic concerns, responsible breeding programs have worked hard to preserve overall health and sound structure. Owners should still monitor hips, elbows, eye health, and thyroid function, but the breed enjoys a reputation for being generally robust when responsibly bred. One trait that truly sets the Chinook apart is its emotional sensitivity. These dogs pay close attention to the mood of their owners. They seem to recognize when someone feels happy, tired, stressed, or unwell. Many owners say their Chinook naturally becomes quieter and more affectionate during difficult times without needing to be asked. For retirees, particularly those living alone, this emotional awareness often creates an extraordinary sense of companionship. The breed also tends to get along well with respectful children and other household pets when properly socialized from a young age. Its friendly, cooperative nature helps reduce unnecessary conflict within the home. However, no breed is perfect. Because Chinooks thrive on companionship, they do not enjoy being left alone for long periods every day. They were developed to work closely with people, and they remain happiest when included in family life. Fortunately, retirement often provides exactly that environment. There is usually more time for shared walks, more opportunities for training, more afternoons spent together, and more chances to strengthen the remarkable bond that develops between owner and dog. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about the Chinook is that it never seems interested in competing for attention. It doesn't try to dominate every situation. It doesn't constantly seek the spotlight. Instead, it quietly earns admiration through dependable behavior, kindness, and unwavering loyalty. Many longtime owners describe the Chinook as one of the easiest large dogs they have ever lived with.
Number 2. Greater Swiss Mountain Dog. Powerful, intelligent, and remarkably gentle, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog combines impressive strength with an easygoing personality that has won the hearts of owners around the world. Its history dates back more than 2,000 years. Historians believe the breed descended from powerful Mastiff-type dogs that accompanied Roman legions across Europe. Over the centuries, Swiss farmers refined these dogs into versatile working companions, capable of pulling carts, guarding farms, driving cattle, and helping with countless daily tasks. Unlike many breeds developed for only one purpose, the Swissy became an all-around working partner. It worked hard. It stayed close to its family, and when the work was finished, it quietly rested beside the people it loved. That balanced lifestyle still defines the breed today. One of the greatest strengths of the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is its temperament. Despite weighing anywhere from 85 to well over 130 pounds, most well-bred Swissies are remarkably calm indoors. They certainly enjoy spending time outside, but they do not spend every waking moment searching for something to do. After a satisfying morning walk, many are perfectly content stretching out on a cool floor while their owner enjoys breakfast, reads a book, or watches television. This ability to relax is one of the reasons the breed fits retirement life so well. The Swissy naturally matches a slower pace without becoming lazy. It enjoys activity, but it also appreciates quiet moments. Many retirees quickly discover that the dog seems perfectly happy simply sharing everyday routines. Morning coffee on the porch, gardening in the backyard, watching grandchildren play, an evening walk through the neighborhood. The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog enjoys participating in all of it. Another reason this breed ranks so highly is its outstanding emotional stability. Unlike nervous breeds that become unsettled by every unfamiliar sound or visitor, the Swissy usually approaches new situations with calm confidence.
It notices everything. It remains aware of its surroundings, but it rarely overreacts. This dependable personality often gives owners tremendous peace of mind. The breed is also exceptionally affectionate. Although its size can appear intimidating to strangers, family members quickly discover its soft, loving nature. Many Swissies enjoy leaning gently against their owners, a behavior often referred to as the famous Swiss lean. It is their quiet way of saying, "I'm here." That simple gesture becomes one of the most beloved characteristics of the breed. Many owners say it never grows old. The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog is also surprisingly easy to train. It enjoys working with people and responds best to calm, positive leadership. Because the breed was developed to cooperate with farmers rather than work independently, it naturally pays attention to human guidance. Training should begin early, particularly because of the dog's impressive size. A polite 120-pound companion is a joy to live with. An untrained one can accidentally create problems simply through enthusiasm. Fortunately, Swissies mature into exceptionally well-mannered adults when socialization and basic obedience begin during puppyhood. Exercise requirements are moderate. This often surprises people who assume such a large working breed must require endless physical activity. In reality, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog prefers steady exercise over extreme endurance. 2 comfortable daily walks, occasional hikes, and opportunities to explore safely fenced areas usually provide everything an adult dog needs. Many retirees appreciate this balance. The dog encourages an active lifestyle without demanding exhausting workouts. Another practical advantage is grooming. Unlike some giant breeds with heavy feathering or dense, high-maintenance coats, the Swissie's short double coat is relatively easy to care for. Weekly brushing removes loose hair and helps control seasonal shedding. Bathing is only needed occasionally unless the dog discovers an irresistible mud puddle during a walk. For seniors who want a beautiful, large breed without spending hours brushing every week, this simplicity is a significant advantage. Health is generally solid for a giant breed, although responsible owners should remain aware of conditions like hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, and gastric dilation volvulus, commonly called bloat. Routine veterinary care, maintaining a healthy weight, feeding a balanced diet, and avoiding strenuous activity immediately after meals all contribute to a long, healthy life. One quality that truly separates the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog from many other large breeds is its dependability. This is not a dramatic dog. It rarely creates unnecessary excitement. It doesn't constantly test boundaries. Instead, it quietly develops into a reliable companion that owners learn to trust completely. Visitors often comment on how polite mature Swissies become. They greet familiar guests warmly without excessive jumping. They remain calm around respectful children, and they generally coexist peacefully with other household pets when properly socialized. The breed also possesses a natural protective instinct. However, unlike many breeds that immediately respond with aggression, the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog usually chooses observation first. Its sheer size alone discourages unwanted visitors. Its deep bark is enough to make almost anyone think twice. Yet, with welcomed guests, it quickly relaxes and returns to its calm demeanor. That balance between confidence and friendliness makes the Swissie especially attractive to many retirees. Perhaps the greatest compliment owners give this breed is its consistency. Day after day, year after year, it remains the same dependable companion. Ready for a walk? Happy to relax. Always close by. Always loyal. Retirement often brings opportunities to appreciate life's quieter moments. The Greater Swiss Mountain Dog seems to understand that better than almost any other breed.
Number 1. Bull Mastiff. At first glance, the Bull Mastiff looks almost intimidating, standing between 24 and 27 inches tall and weighing anywhere from 100 to 130 pounds or more. It possesses a massive frame, a broad chest, and a powerful head that immediately commands attention. Yet, appearances can be wonderfully misleading. Those who actually live with Bull Mastiffs often describe them using words that seem completely opposite to their impressive appearance. Gentle, patient, quiet, loving, trustworthy. That contrast is exactly what has made the Bull Mastiff one of the world's most respected family guardians. The breed was developed in England during the 19th century. Large estates needed dogs capable of protecting gamekeepers from poachers. Unlike breeds trained to attack recklessly, Bull Mastiffs were carefully selected to track intruders, block their escape, and hold them without unnecessary violence until help arrived. This required something more than aggression. It required intelligence.
self-control, confidence, and excellent judgment. Those qualities remain deeply rooted in the modern Bull Mastiff. One of the first things new owners notice is how incredibly calm these dogs become as adults. Puppies, of course, enjoy playing and exploring the world, but mature Bull Mastiffs develop into remarkably relaxed companions. They are not constantly searching for entertainment. They do not demand endless games of fetch. They are perfectly happy spending long, peaceful hours simply relaxing with their family. For retirees, this personality often feels almost ideal. The breed naturally adapts to a slower pace of life. Morning walks become enjoyable rather than exhausting. Afternoons are spent quietly resting nearby. Even evenings often end with the dog peacefully sleeping at its owner's feet. Many seniors say that owning a Bull Mastiff brings an incredible sense of calm into the home. Another reason this breed claims the top position is its extraordinary loyalty. Bull Mastiffs build incredibly deep emotional bonds with their families. Once that relationship develops, it becomes remarkably strong. Unlike breeds that eagerly seek attention from everyone they meet, Bull Mastiffs usually reserve their greatest affection for the people they know best. They enjoy visitors when properly introduced, but their hearts belong to their family. Owners frequently describe their Bull Mastiff as a dog that simply wants to be close, not constantly climbing into laps, not demanding attention every few minutes, just quietly sharing the same room. Whether you're reading a novel, watching your favorite television program, solving a crossword puzzle, or enjoying a peaceful afternoon on the patio, the Bull Mastiff is usually content to lie nearby. That quiet companionship becomes one of the breed's greatest gifts. The breed is also wonderfully predictable. Well-bred individuals rarely become unnecessarily nervous or reactive. Unexpected sounds, passing traffic, neighborhood activity. Most adult Bull Mastiffs calmly observe before deciding whether any response is actually necessary. This emotional stability makes everyday life far more relaxing. For seniors who appreciate peaceful homes, few large breeds offer such dependable behavior. Despite their enormous size, Bull Mastiffs generally require only moderate exercise. A couple of comfortable daily walks, opportunities to stretch their legs safely, and occasional play sessions are usually enough to keep healthy adults physically and mentally satisfied. In fact, excessive strenuous exercise is often unnecessary and may even place unnecessary stress on joints. This moderate activity level fits retirement lifestyles beautifully. The breed encourages regular movement without demanding marathon hikes or endless games. Training is another pleasant surprise. Bull Mastiffs are intelligent and usually eager to cooperate with calm, confident owners. They respond especially well to positive reinforcement, gentle consistency, and clear expectations. Because of their strength, early obedience training is essential. Teaching polite leash manners, reliable recall where appropriate, and good household behavior while the dog is still young creates an exceptionally enjoyable adult companion. Fortunately, Bull Mastiffs tend to mature into calm and well-mannered dogs when raised with patience and proper socialization. Another advantage is grooming. Their short coat is among the easiest of any giant breed to maintain. Weekly brushing removes loose hair and keeps the coat healthy. Bathing is only occasionally necessary. Unlike long-coated breeds requiring constant brushing, Bull Mastiff owners often spend more time enjoying their dog than grooming it. For many retirees, this simplicity is a significant benefit. The breed also possesses one of the finest natural protective instincts in the canine world. Bull Mastiffs rarely bark excessively. They rarely react dramatically. Instead, they quietly observe. If something truly unusual occurs, they naturally position themselves between their family and potential danger. Most situations are resolved simply through the dog's presence. Very few people willingly challenge a calm, confident Bull Mastiff. Yet beneath that protective exterior is one of the gentlest family companions imaginable. Bull Mastiffs generally adore respectful children. They often display remarkable patience around grandchildren. Many coexist peacefully with other household pets when raised together from an early age. One trait that owners repeatedly mention is the breed's emotional awareness. Bull Mastiffs seem remarkably sensitive to human moods. They often remain especially close when someone is ill. They quietly comfort family members during difficult times. Without training, many simply seem to understand when their presence is needed most. That emotional intelligence creates a bond that many owners never forget. Of course, no breed is perfect. Bull Mastiffs are large, powerful dogs that require responsible ownership. Regular veterinary care remains essential. Like many giant breeds, they should be monitored for hip and elbow problems, certain heart conditions, and bloat.
Potential owners should also remember that bull mastiffs can drool, especially after drinking water or during warm weather. For many people, this is a minor inconvenience. For others, it may require keeping a towel nearby. Fortunately, most long-time owners quickly decide that these small inconveniences are insignificant compared to everything the breed offers. Another important consideration is weight management. A healthy bull mastiff enjoys a much better quality of life than an overweight one. Maintaining proper nutrition and moderate daily exercise helps protect joints while extending mobility well into old age. Perhaps the greatest strength of the bull mastiff cannot be measured by size, intelligence, or athletic ability. It is measured by presence. This breed has an extraordinary ability to make a house feel like a home. Its calm breathing beside your favorite chair, its quiet footsteps following you through the hallway, its reassuring presence during long evenings, its silent companionship when words simply aren't necessary. Many retirees say they never truly appreciated how comforting that kind of companionship could be until they experienced it themselves.
Choosing the best large dog for retirement is never about finding a single perfect breed. Every senior has a different lifestyle, different health considerations, and different expectations from canine companionship. Some seniors enjoy long hikes every morning. Others prefer leisurely neighborhood walks. Some live on spacious rural properties. Others enjoy comfortable suburban homes with fenced backyards. The right dog is the one whose personality fits your daily life. Throughout this countdown, we've explored some of the world's finest large breeds, from intelligent herding dogs and dependable retrievers to majestic mountain dogs and gentle guardians. Each offers its own unique strengths, and each has enriched the lives of countless owners through unwavering loyalty and companionship. No matter which breed captures your heart, one principle remains the same. A dog is not simply a pet. It becomes part of your daily routine, your exercise partner, your travel companion, your quiet listener, and often one of your closest friends. The happiest retirement isn't measured by how busy your days are. It's measured by how meaningful they become. For many seniors, sharing those years with the right large dog adds purpose, routine, laughter, comfort, and unconditional love to every single day. Treat your companion with patience, kindness, proper training, quality nutrition, regular veterinary care, and plenty of affection, and you'll receive something priceless in return. Years of faithful friendship that make every morning brighter and every home feel a little warmer. Because in the end, the best large dog for a senior isn't just the one with the perfect temperament, it's the one that makes every day worth sharing.